your host today, and I am joined by the fantastic Pixie and Avril. Welcome, guys. How are you doing today?
Doing fantastic. This is the earliest I have ever done a broadcast in my life. It's 5 p.m. local time, which is insane to me. Usually we start at like 9 o'clock, so I'm as alert as ever. It's fantastic.
Yeah, this guy's never done an NA or EU broadcast because, you know, then you'd be doing it in the early mornings.
What's up?
3 a.m.s, yeah. Speaking of EU broadcast,
What's up? I'm here.
So I think we're now the second region overall APAC.
কালকের মতন করে দাও।
Europe, the second region to broadcast. So yeah, World Cup 2023 back in full swing. Online qualifiers are here. We get to finally get see some World Cup action after several years.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting, right?
It's actually really exciting to have the World Cup back. And look, let's talk about the tournament structure and what we are looking at here.
What's up,
for the
man?
World Cup. Now we are today doing the online qualifiers, which will be going over
Which team are you supporting for starters? Malaysia?
Again next week as
Like
well.
Singapore, I have a lot of friends, but the thing is, they are not playing, so no point.
Will go onto the group stage where they will verse
There is
other
no
teams
point.
to all battle it out for those World Cup finals.
What's up, Static?
This is very exciting to see this starting up now, and obviously, you know, let's take a look.
There is no point. I could have supported if Flicky
teams
Minaj
that
was.
are playing
Who the fuck is this
for Group
guy?
B. We have
What
a
the
total
fuck?
of
Look,
6
dude, this looks
countries
like a living meme.
representing here at the World
Who is
Cup
that caster?
qualifiers.
India!
Obviously, look, we've got Australia there. I'm Australian. I'm gonna be a little bit biased. They're probably my favorite here. But like, what about you guys? What are you looking from these teams here today?
I'm looking towards New Zealand, Australia, you know, honestly Thailand, India as well. New Zealand, Australia, I would say probably largely the favorites here, especially Australia, given that they are the only team in this group that has a history of more extended World Cup proceedings where they've been to group stages before. You know, they made the top 8 before, they played at BlizzCon before. You have Punk on that team as well, who's an Overwatch League player, current Overwatch League player, and the rest of the roster mainly made up of a high-level contenders team from Contenders Australia as well. So, you know,
who the fuck is the second guy?
That have the most, I think, notable star power, which New Zealand has a few of those players as well. Kali Hex is a former Overwatch League player. And then India, who is, I think, a bit of a dark horse in this tournament because there's a couple of good NA players in that team, but they will be on high ping.
Yeah, it's always going to be a bit of a challenge to get past, right? And I mean, for me, this is kind of taking me back, right? This feels like a bit of a blast from the past. Like I remember the Pacific region.
I have no clue who the middle guy is. I have no clue. He looks very funny, to be honest.
That's the heavy hitters, right? That's the regions that people know a lot about. That's where you've got China. That's where you've got South Korea. This is like everyone else. This is the Thailand, Australia, you know, Singapore. I mean, you just saw them on the screen, right? But that's so it's interesting to kind of be back to that because we talk about dark horses.
I can't take that dude seriously. He looks like a living meme, by
every so often you just get absolute.
I cannot take him seriously.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
We all know about Australia making deep runs into the World Cup over and over again. You look back at Thailand bringing players like Apudo and Patapan to the fore. And also, I have a British citizenship. I've got no dog in this race, but I realized that of the 6 countries represented here, there is only one that Britain didn't at some point in history control, and that's Thailand. So I'm going to throw my lot in with them.
What the fuck does that mean?
Fair enough. Look, I have to agree. We have some big
Britain did not control, dude.
like
what
Punk
the fuck?
Hex, but I think there's a lot of new players who we may not have seen a lot from, and I am interested to see how they're going to go in these matchups. And look, we might have some really surprising players shine over this weekend, which will be really interesting.
Did she just say my name?
So let's take a look at what we're going to be first watching today. So coming up on today's schedule, we're going to start with Singapore versus Malaysia, and then we've got New Zealand versus Thailand. So some bit of rivalries going on here, would you say?
Singapore, Malaysia for sure. I mean, that's just like a very close logistical regional rivalry. Singapore, Malaysia right next to each other on terms of if you look at the map. New Zealand and Thailand.
I think she just may have said my name.
Roster, but also looking across the Thai roster, I'm sure we'll discover them a little bit later on as well. There's a bunch of contenders players. There's Apudo coming back as well. A bunch of the players are from Kraken Esports who actually just won Contenders APAC. So very, very good talent on Thailand. I think there could be a very close race between our top 4 teams in this region, with maybe Singapore, Malaysia lagging a little bit behind, but you know, we'll give them a little bit of space here, especially in that first match to prove themselves and see how well they can play today.
And obviously we're going to dive into it more later, right? But that New Zealand Thailand, like as you just mentioned, Kevin, that's of particular interest to me because I think we are all looking at Australia as like, you know, a bit of a shoe-in for one of those 2 slots. There is only 2 slots though, and New Zealand and Thailand both feel like they could be have quite a serious run at that. So that's where the scrum is really going to take place. The fact that these two teams are getting this one out of the way very early on is going to set one of them a real cut above in terms of their chance to actually make it through to those two available slots in the group stages.
Who is your GOAT?
Yeah, it might be a race for the second place. I think we all think that Australia is probably the likely favorite here. They'll get one of the top two, and then personally for me, it's New Zealand, Thailand, India. One of those three could be taking the second slot.
Yeah, well, let's take a closer look at that Singapore team and their starting lineup.
Let's see, boys. Let's see. Fucking Ashkin, bro. Let's go.
Vips, Ashkin,
My God.
And Cup. Is there any standouts here we want to be paying attention to? I have heard of Vital myself. I've seen them being played in Overwatch contenders here in the Australia region. But yeah, I'll throw it over to you guys to talk more about this team.
Yeah, Singapore's had a very interesting journey into the World Cup.
This is my ranked team.
They've had a bit of a chop and change around the roster.
This is my ranked team.
Notably, I think the one big piece.
Why is Vips on Hammond and it shows DPS? Okay, watch this, guys.
He's not currently on the.
Okay, watch this. Watch this. I paused it here. Vips is a support player. Vips is a support player. Can you clip this, please? Vips is a support player. His DP is Hammond and his icon is DPS. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Please clip this and send this to me, please. This has to be like the best meme. Best meme possible. Fucking what? This has to be the most confusing thing I've seen in my life, bro. Like, there is no way there is a Hammond here with a DPS symbol and the guy being a support player. There is no way. You can't see the support player?
Deep cut
It's Cup.
Names here that stick out to you. Numenos being one there. But
Wannabe's playing.
Overall, I think you can kind of say on paper you expect Singapore to
Fantasy my goat.
come and be the better team just out of sheer roster strength. But this is a real test of things, and this is a nice early match for Malaysia, right? Because they're a little bit lesser known. You wouldn't want to have to go right up against a heavy hitter like Australia or
move your camera and chat. I want to, but then I won't.
Type team here. This is probably the best option.
Where do I move
them
it?
To iron out any remaining.
Where do I move it? This is the best place to put it. You want to see the caster? I think the only caster that you would want to see is in the middle one.
Where we kind of see
the
rough type players.
What's up, Natter?
I'll speak to Malaysia a little bit here as well. Mostly made up of, I think, 3 players from Fire Society who did play in the most recent contenders.
Bro, clip that shit and send it to me. Let's go Malaysia, I guess.
They went out, I'd say, fairly quickly, like a
fucking wannabe baited me. He said that he might not play. He's a sub. Crash Trish.
Did make it onto this roster. A lot of unknown factors here as well. Kind of similar to Singapore.
Turn off cam.
A few known players and a lot of unknown players.
Why would I turn off cam?
Yeah, this is going to be one of those teams where, with the fact that there are a less well-known players on the competitive side, they'll probably struggle more late into the tournament.
Pretty similar, Trash Trish, whatever.
Right up front versus each other instead.
He said he's not playing. He said I'm sub.
And as you've mentioned, they're versing each other. I do just want to.
I really just want to know who the fuck is the guy in the center. That guy is not legit. That guy's it is an AI image, right? The one on middle is an AI image, right? Like that is someone has imagined or typed in an AI chat or something.
All going over to the map selection. So we will be starting off with Ilios, which is a control map. And Pixie and I were talking.
You can turn off chat
before we started, and Well is probably one of my most hated maps to play.
He's sub, but then he's playing.
That's where we're gonna start here.
I'm not going to turn off chat. Why should I turn off chat?
I don't hate any maps.
But we are going to have fun in this game. Singapore have a DPS player on support with the icon of a tank. So we are going to have fun, 100%.
The second one can actually be picked from either.
The spirit guy really shined by Australia. Dude, that guy's an AI image. They have imagined Shine_OW. What if Shine_OW was Australian?
Split map 3, so is in Group A wins. Team A wins map 1. Then we have a tie, and then Team B wins map 2.
Yo, what's up,
That's the only way we go all that way deep into that 4th map. I kind of hope we actually get to see a few game falls across this, because that always speaks to a certain level of closeness.
Ahoy, mate.
I mean, the map 2 choice is going to be really important here because there's 6 maps in the pool that you can possibly choose from. A couple that we haven't.
Holy shit, that guy has some swag around him.
The Overwatch League, so Circuit Royale, Watchparty Gibraltar,
Okay, guys, I have direct lobby access tomorrow, so I'll be streaming direct first-person POV. I'll be on a delay, but all the India games will be on first-person POV, guys.
Beyond that, though, I mean, there's only 3 maps in the control pool. Typically in competitive circuits there's 5, so there's a little bit less variety.
And Tactica is not in the competitive pool right now because of a bug or something.
Push is
So
always
it's fine.
fairly. I mean, there's only 3 maps there anyway, and all 3 are reasonably close in terms of what they bring to the table. So it ends up being that map 2, in my opinion, is the most heavily weighted map of the entire pool, regardless of what choice you choose.
India games from tomorrow.
Definitely. I'm hoping we'll see some.
No one likes
close
Antarctica,
matches,
yeah.
and we will go
I
into
don't
further
like
games
one of the
because if
3
we
maps,
don't,
but
we
it's
get to see all
fine.
of those push
It
maps,
should
and
go.
obviously that's the latest game
I don't like
that has come
the
out,
one
so
that
I'm
has
sure
high
we would
and low
like to
ground.
see some of those matchups there for
I think
push.
today's caster is
We
much
will
better than
head
last
into
night's
our
caster.
first map. I believe the teams are almost
Like if you have to
ready.
rate them, I would rate this
Actually,
one
I've
as
just been informed
better
to
than
head up to
whatever
an
happened
upgrade
last
and give those
night.
teams a little bit more time to set up and get ready.
Like
So
they
don't
look
go
a bit
anywhere,
more
we'll be
confident,
right
to be
back.
honest. Best Mercy map is Antarctica? Don't know. Not sure about that one, Chief.
You asked, we listened. The McFeast is back in all its beefy, salady, saucy glory. Value means more at Macca's, so grab a McFeast lunch deal now for only $5.95.
What just happened? Is this a live ad or like it was not a Twitch ad? Oh fuck! It was actually a live ad. It was actually a live ad. I think the second game is more fun, boys. Like 2 of the other 2 teams. Like it's not like the first game is like 100% fun, but the second game will be more competitive. The first one is like a steamroll. Like Malaysia just steamrolls, right? That is what is going to happen. Because you cannot have whips on DPS, bro. Is that my... Yeah! That's an MCD ad. Actual a live ad. Just like a live ad plugin. Why the fuck does a singular Overwatch World Cup skin... For players like you, when who would spend 1,000 coins on a Mercy skin, just so that they can have your money. Plus, also we all know that you're like kind of posh. We all know you're kind of posh, yeah. I mean, let's just all agree to disagree. 2 minutes, boys. 2 minutes, and I think Fantasy is going into Singapore's backline. 2 more minutes, and we see Fantasy jumping into Singapore's backline. Where is my best Mercy command? We don't have that. I was almost this close to unmodding and banning you. This close. I think from that point to giving your best Mercy command, it has to be something unusual that you should have done in the between. But I don't think you have done something of that sort yet. Yeah, I was this close to unmodding and banning. Of course you didn't know. Of course, why would you know? Why would you know when I'm actually shouting it out on the only thing that I was not even giving any calls, no comms, no calls, no strats. The only thing that I said, do not spoil the Finland game for me. Do not spoil that. But no! My bro had to spoil it. Why would you pay attention to me, right? Why would you pay attention to me, yeah? What a bitch boy. Average Yazan fan. Am I a Yazan fan? You are this close to dueling with him in the future. This close. hurry, let's finish the tournament game. I have to go play ranked, boys. Can we just quickly finish the tournament? Okay, when? Why? Why do you want to finish it really quick? I have to play ranked with Yazan. Oh my god. That is false. Darkuchia clears Yazan. Partially true. 10 seconds and we see Fantasy in Singapore. 10 more seconds, guys, and we see Fantasy in Singapore. I think he'll literally be in Singapore in 10 seconds. Sure, man.
And we're back, and hopefully with all our players in the lobby ready to go now. While we're waiting for them to make sure they're all ready and set up, we were looking over some of the upcoming matches we are going to get to experience this weekend and next weekend. Any specific matches you guys are looking forward to?
New Zealand, Australia, Trans-Tasman rivalry on day 6, the final day. So
why is she smiling without any reason though?
That one, but I think that'll be the highlight of the week, or the 2 weeks that we have here for sure. But
why is she smiling?
Any of the games where, you know, Australia versus Thailand tomorrow should be very interesting. I'm already expecting that New Zealand Thailand today should be pretty explosive. But I think this Thai roster has a lot to prove, and with only 2 available teams to go through, I think your scoreline needs to be pretty good here as well, because there's a possibility that a team does go 5-0, but if they fail,
I got a crush for what? No,
viable score is
I have no.
probably going to be
Why are we getting Thailand roster? Hello? It's not even their game.
Start to feel really safe, but anything below that, I think if you only manage 2 wins here,
Cringe.
you're basically out. So very competitive bracket for sure.
Cringe.
Especially when I think there's at
Fucking
minimum
Pali.
4 competitive teams.
Yeah, and you're seeing the Thailand roster there. It's the return of the prodigal son.
A double widow, by the way.
And,
They're definitely going to play double widow.
You may remember Rodtung as well. You know, there's some questions, I guess, around Apudo, whether or not he's still got it, and also shifting over to the support role. He has mostly been known as a DPS player in the past, so
yeah, he literally played DPS in like a couple of months ago.
What he can bring is a wealth of experience and potential shot calling, and that can really elevate the rest of your team. That's maybe a bit of a hidden gem in that Thai roster beyond just the player's skill directly. So Thailand in general, sort of to kind of piggyback off the point
because
about
she's
Australia,
getting
really
paid.
versus any
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, but
because
I get it, but
like
laughing without any reason is kind of dumb.
I feel like they
NZL.
could absolutely bottom out during this tournament and go nowhere at all, or they could absolutely soar up, take that second spot, even tickle Australia for a win.
Fake expressions.
Yeah, I mean, Thailand is mostly comprised of Team Kraken members, Kraken Esports, and again, they won the most recent contenders season in some series in APAC.
Does any country have outplayer? Every country, like most countries have outplayer.
I mean, one of the best players.
Australia has outplayers. Australia has one outplayer. Britain has multiple. Sweden have multiple. Saudi Arabia almost, I guess. Yes, they have X outplayer. Finland has outplayer.
Yeah,
USA is completely out team.
If we take a look at their
It's basically USA defined.
Obviously, very key players here. I'm sure
Korea is a full-fledged.
Hex used to play in the Overwatch.
Guys, we are going to play these people on Sunday. We're going to play these people on Sunday.
Here as well. You've got
Color Hex is a former Owl player.
Have all been playing in contenders. These are some really strong contenders here.
But everyone is contenders, by the way. Yeah.
I'll start on this roster by saying that JCap is
Color X is back, yes.
In as definitely the best tank in New Zealand at the time.
Exactly, USA is USA defined.
Guarantee on this roster next to Color Hex, but Color Hex, importantly, is doing a little bit of a role swap here, and what I mean by that is
Saudi Arabia almost has Owl team. Like they have a KSA was a former Owl player, but like their entire team is Owl quality, so it's whatever. Like I don't mind. Like they are a very difficult team to beat.
Summer series last year, which was
who else? Who else has Owl players? Sweden has.
And then most recently this year he rolls.
France has Owl players. Yeah, France has Owl players.
Will likely still be on support for the upcoming APAC East Owl.
India team wins with 0 losses. I would want to believe so.
Support and DPS, depending on which event he plays in. I think that might
like Pummy beat Owl team. Team India Pummy beat an Owl team. Team India Pummy beat San Francisco Shock.
There's some question marks there, but did look pretty
like he, with his contenders team Trick Room, he beat the San Francisco Shock in Pro Am.
I feel like Color Hex just needed to show
So that's
that
a win
he
for
could
us, I
play
guess.
all the roles, because we've always seen him as a DPS player. I feel like he needed to come out and be like, no, I can do them all. Just watch.
He's got containers on all three now officially, so he's done that.
I think fake laugh.
Crown, right?
I think both of them have fake laughs.
Definitely. So while we're still just waiting for everyone to
Yeah,
get
Sir Majid is
posted
actually an
up
out
in
player,
that
yeah, so
lobby
my
and
bad, yeah.
ready, are there any other teams or any other players we would like to talk about for these Group B stage?
Pummy, Iron Man, and Akash from India, I think, are the notable players on that team. I think a lot of the NA fans will sort of be able to recognize
Pummy,
especially
Iron Man,
Pummy
and
from
Akash.
Trick Room, who did really well in the Prime earlier this year. So, you know, that is going to be an interesting look, and that's why I think India could be a potential dark horse. But this team is most likely going to end up playing on ping, so there's some question marks there.
And it looks like we are
We'll see, guys. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens if we play on ping. We'll find out.
Beautiful Ilios in Greece. I'm going to leave you guys with Avril and Pixie, who will take you through this match. Go with it, boys.
For me, Iron Man and Akash. Why not talk about Abs and our GOAT Captain Prash?
It's scenic. It's frankly gorgeous. If this were a real holiday destination, I wouldn't be able to afford it.
D18 are not playing. He's in the squad.
Yeah.
It depends on the coach and manager.
21 hours instead of
Depends on the
20.
management.
Yeah.
Help you
Depends
out.
on
Really would,
us.
really would just
Journey.
elevate
Guys, 13 more seconds till we see Fantasy in their backline.
I also wasn't showing you said it's good to be back. I don't know.
Ashken on Ramatra, by the way.
Ilios.
Bro, I'm not even kidding. Like, I love Ashken and all, but he got diffed so hard. Like, last night I was playing like 2 games versus him. I charged him off the map like thrice. Not last night, day before last night. Like, he literally got charged of the map. I literally charged him off the map. So I'm him on Ramatra is very questionable.
Ramatra coming through from Singapore. Slightly less standard jungle queen composition. Does have the Cassidy in play. That's going to be interesting. Cassidy is a little bit different on this patch.
Well, he's a little
Straight
bit,
away.
yeah.
It's going to make the difference.
I was going to say a little bit dead on this patch, getting walled in on the point there and just not able to slip.
Geminix, my god! My god got 2!
That gives Singapore a bit of an early advantage on the.
My god, but what the fuck? Oh, they lost their tank. But still, dude, like, just stay on point or whatever.
With where the current meta is.
My god, DNS.
It's going to give you a little bit of that extra dive factor as well. Yeah, Jungle Queen did get nerfed on this patch, so maybe a little bit more difficult to play. You have to imagine that Singapore should do well with the Ramatra, but Ashkane in a little bit of trouble early on.
Yeah, really feeling the heat from that Reaper. Had to back out of the point. They're still.
Okay, Ashken back to spawn.
J003 getting around the side to collect that tank kill, and now Singapore a little bit headless, getting the kill.
Whip's getting that important kill on fucking Gamer Pro dude. But Geminix, my god, again. I think Geminix has Paper's phone number. Yeah, that's it. GG, I think. Paper, GG.
Yeah, we haven't seen a single ultimate come through yet. Numenor
Hello,
is
Paper, meet you in
some
spawn.
90% plus.
Something like that, yeah.
Also have the EMP coming on from J003. And
I'll see you soon when you come back from spawn.
After changing a single piece of that comp. So, looking forward to the next fight being mostly...
I know toxic.
Trade and
It is not toxic. How is this toxic? He's actually like rolling paper, by the way. He has been booped 2 times, by the way. Fantasy puts a knife off Ashken's ass.
Makes this a pretty lean fight in terms of ultimate usage from Malaysia here, finding Vips as well. Forced retreat from Singapore, starting to pull comfortably ahead on percentage and on ultimates now.
A cheap way to get through that fight as well. Just EMP alone ends up coming through, destroys Ashkane. No response from Singapore. Way too quick on that kill into Ashkane, so not really much that Singapore.
I mean, this is what we are expecting Malaysia to win, right? So if Singapore wins, it will be kind of an upset.
Still plenty to play through here as
Right?
well.
But we'll see what happens. They have their fucking Ramatra, but Gamer Pro dude is, I think, popping. Gets cup.
Malaysia have that advantage and they lean on it. They haven't actually collected any other kills just yet. Vip's getting low, but able to pop the blizzard.
Fantasy, no!
Fantasy down.
No, what? Oh my god, Admiral Raptor popping.
And that's an important point to capture now. Rounding the bend of 85%. Singapore looking to clear off the last few members here. Numenor is looking to go down. Gemini either going to get out or die. And it's going to be the
Okay, Paper gets a kill on Geminix.
Singapore back in control.
Some sort of
A bit of
revenge.
extra staggering in there. J003 looking for a little
But
bit
dude,
of
I
a
still
challenge.
feel like it's an easy win. You know, Cup has his beat, so Fantasy's ult will be kind of nullified. Unless Cup Ajaxes. I think they play for Ajax, right? They play for... The Cup has to be really far away. Cup has to be really far away. They have EMP and shoot, right?
EMP does come through.
Yeah, gonna have to time that right with that sound barrier. It's actually gonna be Game Pro going in first.
There it
That's
is.
already a quick pick.
No way!
eaten the dust there. The sound barrier.
Fantasy moment. That was an actual fantasy moment, by the way. Almost through the game.
Unfortunately, and it's going
Almost through the way.
getting the point back under their control. 90%
Actual fantasy
already.
moment.
Singapore, they might try and stall this one out, but they're not going to get a proper fight in.
Well, they can get.
Can someone touch? Ashkin on the character we never hoped to see him on.
Singapore move quickly. They can just. Ashkin got hacked though. That could be a bit of a problem.
Ashkin on the character that we never hoped to see him on.
Vital barely got the touch on
Definitely he's not a ball player. Fantasy gets Vital though. I mean that's pretty much GG's, right?
The manpower to get to the point, but Ashkane already low as he gets on, hacked again, gonna go down.
Yeah.
Vips is there with him with
That's
Paper
it,
at his
GG, I
back,
guess.
but Paper looking to get cut off behind him with these DPSs getting deep onto the support line, cut under a similar amount of pressure.
Okay,
It's gonna
Gamer
be
Pro
Vips
do
now.
perfect.
Now cut dusted off and Paper soon to follow. That'll be Malaysia picking up the first point
Map
of
1,
control.
GG.
And you see the EMP differences.
My man, not in here?
Both EMP
It's not toxic when you're supporting Malaysia. Well, I mean,
one there already had 90% EMP on point.
it's whatever.
Two died before
I
the
am
Siberian
reading
came
chat, what do you
through.
mean?
So for Gemini, unfortunately, not going to be quick enough to be able to save too many people there. To be fair, the damage output from Malaysia was intense enough. The double DPS.
But it's fun though, it's fun. The part where Geminix just diffs Paper like twice is kind of fun.
Enough that he only needed to catch Ashkane or a couple members and put that down.
The part where Ashkin switches to ball is kind of fun.
Not a great composition to touch.
But I'm not, like, again dude, like to be honest, I think Singapore might still have an outside chance.
That'll be a difficult round. Good start for Singapore in terms of opening neutral, but they
No, might still have an outside chance. It's not even a joke, by the
Well,
way.
they pull it off this time. Vital
Might still have an outside chance. Because I think Vital might be doing a bit of carrying.
just taking their time.
Impro do it as well.
But Ashkin's comfort pick is not Ramatra. Dude, no, let's not kid ourselves.
Last time,
And ball is kind of shit right now.
choice, given you're not countering any dive there.
In scrims. Like, you can't play ball, GG. You play ball, Sombra, GG.
Mega Pack, trying to take that one away from J003.
Yeah, we're sort of hanging around their backside, tried to go for a manual hack on Vital, who did get low, but they weren't able
Oh,
to
the
control
whips!
it. Malaysia just sort of
Gamer Pro Dude gets
a
Vital
little
though.
bit pincered in. Singapore looking pretty comfortable now. Collecting another, and this should be the first point going.
That's what I said,
So
like
once again,
they are not doing pretty badly though. Singapore are not like pretty bad, like, I mean, like I expected a complete steamroll, which is not happening.
Fighting for the Mega Pack.
Oh, Vital will now take off angles, I think. Pretty sure he's going to take off angles.
On one Singapore.
Pretty sure Vital is going to take a few off angles on Hanzo, yeah.
Burst damage, some poke in general is going to make it very hard for the Queen.
That's going to happen, Cap.
To do too much about it. Already isolated. Fantasy going to go down here.
Yeah, that's already a
Ashkin, oh, Fantasy already down.
Another
Oh,
one.
way.
It's Malaysia in full retreat, losing a couple on the way out. Game Pro Duke going to go down. Gemini and Numenals look like they've made it to safety. And
Okay,
J003
that's what I
switching
said, guys.
off the
Like,
Sombra
Singapore
now,
is
getting
not
damage
like
out of it.
in this matchup between Singapore and Malaysia. I don't think Singapore has completely like lost it before the game started. Like there is an outside chance. I'm not even gonna lie.
You remember Lighthouse, he basically had the EMP by that second fight. This time, not so much. Coalescence is though available.
Yeah, Vital was super low there. That coalescence was, necessary, but I think it was also partially pulled out just because Vital was so low. First little ticket that was used to top him off, but that has meant Singapore.
These are not your ranked Moiras, by the way. Yeah, these Moiras like actually, do the Moira stuff.
In now, Vital going in.
Oh my God, Vital!
That's the back line done. Right as Malaysia were trying.
Definitely not repeating what he did in scrims. Definitely not repeating what he did in scrims. I think the spectator is on ping. I think our spectator is on ping.
They can secure the next fight as well. Malaysia.
I think our spectator is
have a lot to play in through. The rampage can be easily countered by the sound barrier as well. Really,
why are all energy waves? What energy waves? I think Singapore is steamrolling them. They have nothing. And Ashken popping out the fucking Ramatra. GG. Fantasy cannot even use the GG. No one can touch GG.
Fantasy's already down. Just taking the fight, forcing the issue. The rest of the team was happy to bounce past that May wall from J003. Didn't slow Singapore down at all. 100-0 to tie up the map.
Yeah, really quick. Really profoundly one-sided.
Fantasy used 100% of his ult in spawn.
What was looking like a little bit more of a struggle.
As I said, like after I saw the first round,
I think again a better rollout.
Singapore have an outside chance. It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. And we can see that right now.
What do we really want to do here?
I don't think he's a TikTok Moira, no.
This is also a situation.
You cannot TikTok Moira on fucking World Cup. I don't think TikTok Moira in World Cup is a thing.
They're going to go back over towards the main. They're really interested in fighting for that early...
Why is TikTok banned? I don't know. In India, it's banned. China influence, I guess.
Live patch comms, if you're running the Lucio Mora, you even just forego the Mei in general for something like a solo.
I'm sure he's not going to play Sim, right? Yeah.
Active on the map. Vital staying on the Hanzo for this map, though.
But they're sticking with the Queen comp. Did not work last map. Let's see. But they got steamrolled though. Singapore legit steamrolled Malaysia there. Nervous times for Malaysia, boys. Not even gonna lie, nervous times for Malaysia. Guys, do like the video. Do like the stream though. Really appreciate it.
There we go, trying to get the guy slayed onto Ash Kane. The rest of the team, though, following around to back him up. Haven't been able to get the
Joe cannot reach up. Dude, you should not peek that though. The Hanzo just one-shots you on your face there.
They actually want to start getting boots on the point. No casualties just yet.
Two caps first. Oh, he's trapped. No! My god, Joe!
In the gap in the wall.
My god, Joe got stuck.
As the cap opens,
Ash Kane!
But not for long.
Yeah, Game Pro Dude going down. Fantasy looking to follow, and that's going to be Singapore, as you say, stealing that.
Bro, what the fuck is happening, bro?
Now early ultimates online for Singapore going to next round here. Typically, you expect the two Moris to be fairly even.
I'm kind of worried right now.
Again, just on the hero roulette at the moment.
What the fuck?
Now it's Genji's turn to come through. If you're gonna play a projectile, you need to be going towards the next.
Just I am not like. Okay, I'll tell you my preferences. I have so many friends in fucking Singapore. But the point is, fucking Luminos feeds again!
Other way around, you know how the saying goes. At any rate, that's a 3 for none. Well, 3 for 1 just now for Singapore. So
I have so many friends in SG. Fucking everyone is SG. Licky Lumi.
This doesn't really end for Singapore, as again we'll be rotating to more ultimates. Malaysia still lagging behind.
Greg is SG. I best Anna in chat. He's SG. Why would I not root for SG? The thing is, they're not playing. So what can I do?
Malaysia has as a buffer is that extra 15%, which did actually buy them a little bit because.
Like I have so many friends in Malaysia too, but the thing is, everyone is playing. Whoever I know is playing in Malaysia.
Going straight in for it with the coalescence at the back now.
I have no problem with either team winning, but the stronger team should not lose, no? Whips get Gamer Pro Dude again! I think they have to do a bit of swap. GG, Ashken popping off. GG, Ashken popping off. Dude, you know it's a GG when Ashken is popping off on RAM. It's a GG. It's a
This is
GG.
Malaysia's opportunity now. They're finally coming on board for some important ultimates. Dragon Blade.
I think Malaysia need a Reinhardt.
A lot of mobility on Singapore.
I think they need a Reinhardt. No joke. They need a Reinhardt.
You can find Vital.
I think I have to.
Important.
I think it's time.
How do you walk on top of the point?
It's time, guys. It's time for me to log into Overwatch. Give me 1 second.
Give
me 1 second. Let me just quickly log into Overwatch.
Yeah, they're already around the side. The Vortex not slowing enough members in, and JW3 has found Vital with that blade. Trying to get on top of Ash Kane, not your ideal target there. So that's a 1 for 1 of the DPSs, but with Zips down in paper as well. Malaysia really leveraging this one for all its.
Okay, Malaysia are turning it back.
They've collected up enough members. Cup to go down. Means
Turning back. I'm logging to Overwatch. Like I'm going to ask fucking Shizuku to sub-main.
One-sided as ruins.
Fuck fantasy.
Well rotated by Malaysia to be able to work their way around the Dragon Strike, and as I mentioned, the one key target for JW3 needed to be Vital.
Bro,
gets that, and it's realistically the only person that
not doing anything good for friends. The thing is,
say beyond that, it's a bonus.
Both teams have friends, right? And one team has not friends who are not playing. So what can do?
To be able to try and snowball this one further forward, and again because they had that opening 15%.
Okay, paper another ult. I mean, you build coalitions fast. Okay, Gamer Pro Dude gets an important kill on Cup. Oh, there you go. There is my fantasy. There is the good old fantasy, yeah.
Malaysia keeping control of the point for now.
Rotating into Rampage and Coalescence, starting to look a little bit better for Malaysia. This could get more competitive. Given the Rampage hits nicely, there's still a lack of a sound barrier.
They have ult, like economy is on their side. Like they just ult before Cup gets his ult and GG. He just needs to get his ult before Cup gets his ult. Just get your fucking. You have to ult now, bro. There is no way you do not ult. Oh no, they may ult in GG.
Starting to pop in with the ultimate. Vital there at his back as
so Fantasy did ult, but it was of no use.
A little bit even on percentage, but Malaysia not even in terms of members. Few more getting dusted off.
Ashkin actually wins, bro. Should I be happy or sad?
99% Malaysia will try and stagger onto the point, but Singapore playing gatekeeper.
I feel happy for Ashkin, but I feel really sad for entire fucking Malaysia. What the fuck am I watching?
Blocking off the majority of Malaysia from walking on in. I thought maybe Fantasy had his ultimate blocked as well, but he ended up going further forward. But that ends up being the overcommitment, right?
What time is the India game tomorrow? Same time tomorrow.
Hits, I think, a couple members, 3 members possibly on.
What the fuck am I watching, bro?
Ashcan can easily just go straight to Nemesis, then into Annihilation, blocks all it out with the ramp, with the armor. And yeah, well done. Singapore clutch it through.
What an amazing first match to start us off this evening. Singapore coming out there so strong.
It is not evening, bro. Stop saying evening. You are in this time zone. Please succumb to that.
Great effort by both teams there. Any other feedback from you guys in relation to that one, or?
That was interesting.
It's an interesting start.
Yeah, close enough that I don't think this is going to be an easy breezy 2-0 personally, especially with Malaysia getting to pick map 2.
Oh, they're all offline.
It's a slightly more comfortable territory because it seemed like there was quite a big variance between when they were like.
I logged in to see if they are playing, but they're all offline and in lobby, so it's fine.
We saw that.
They're all on fucking OPR. They're not on this account. They're on OPR account,
which is impressive. So getting to go to a comfortable map, I think, will play in their favor, and we could end up getting a little bit deeper into the series than just a 2-0.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what map they are going to choose and whether they're going to choose something with a high ground and really good sightlines.
The only player support on Malaysia is Geminix, and they're all good.
Really utilizing the high space there on runes to get some amazing picks in. So I'll be interested to see what map they do pick and whether.
Yeah, they're on tournament. Yeah, they're on other server. Yeah, I forgot.
For sure, I'll see if what other comps they can bring to the table as well. Because
yeah, they're on UPR. Yeah, they're on UPR.
Coming through versus Queen.
How much more time?
High ground, a lot of dive heavy maps in the future, so map 2 is going to be important.
Yeah, definitely. Well, while we wait for
dude, they showed Wannabe and fucking Numinos was playing. What the fuck?
Very soon, everyone. Don't go anywhere.
That is what I'm confused about. What the fuck happened there? Why does it have to be scuffed all the time? Either they scuff the fucking client.
You asked, we listened. The McFeast is back in all its beefy salad.
Either they fucking scuff the client, they scuff the names, they scuff the characters. Why can't it be like flawless for once? What the fuck? Now I don't know, man. Now I'm actually confused. I have no clue what happened. Bradley not playing. It's just like Wannabe is just better, right? Better than both, like better than the other support who's playing. Like he's just better. I feel bad now, guys. I feel bad. I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm in office. I'm going to fuck my boss. You are going to fuck your boss. Why would you fuck your boss? No, but the thing is, Zen is not a character that you play in tournament. Because if you play Zen GTA, Sombra perma kills you. Like you have to be like if you play Zen, you have to be in spawn for 100% of the times in games, in scrims. In ranked, nobody cares. দিয়ে দাও খাবারটা দিয়ে দাও হয়ে গেল খাবার দিয়ে দাও তো দুটো ছিল বলে ওই দুটো দিয়েই দেব আচ্ছা দিয়ে দাও yeah this meta is not suiting Trish's character, but his Ana is not bad. He can play Ana. I mean Ana Brig is like a good hero. ANS can play Brig, right? Ana Brig is good. ANS can play Brig 100%. But I didn't get the answer, Ujjwal. Why would you want to fuck your boss? Like, do you have a thing going on with your boss or what? I would really want to know what team ping right now is somewhere from 120 to 160. Depends on what server we play on tomorrow. Like I think Blizzard will enforce minimum ping latency, like which is variable for both teams, and we'll select a server. So our ping is ranging from 120 to 180. So somewhere in between. We'll definitely not play on 120, like I am feeling. So we'll be around 150-ish ping or anything between 150 to 180. That is what I think I am hoping we'll be on. Not more than that. Hopefully. Okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully. Shine, do you have a girlfriend? No. No. Because he won't let me watch Overwatch World Cup. And then, no joke, but she's hot. So you have to decide, bro. If your boss is a he or a she, you have to decide, bro. No, I do not have a good friend. But I am this close from getting fucked in the ass. This close. You know what I mean by getting fucked in the ass, by the way. Oh, cause they won't let you. Oh, okay.
Lighthouse map and ruins. Sorry, yeah, lighthouse.
Where are we going now?
The ruins really one-sided.
Show me the map. I don't want to see the last fucking replay and shit.
Once we got to see Malaysia,
you're gay?
more, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that
nah, I'm not gay. What I mean is getting into a relationship is equal to getting fucked in the ass. No.
As well as an interesting choice at the moment.
I'm this close to this close. I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid it as much, but let's see what happens. I don't feel like I'm a relationship guy, to be honest. I'm trying to avoid it. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to avoid it. I'm not gay, bro. Would love to be gay, but I'm not.
Certainly the map
I like
agrees with you, right? 2-1 to Singapore, but that one is important. The fact that it wasn't.
How the fuck does Askian pop off on RAM, bro? How much fucking Adderall he has taken before game, bro? Oh my god, Joe.
Stakes to it in that national context between
got
the two
stuck.
countries. So it's kind of nice to see that there is a bit of potential for this to go a little bit further. It's certainly not locked away and decided. We were talking about there potentially being a bit of an on-paper disparity between these two rosters, but in practice, Malaysia.
I'm legit shouting all these things about relationship, girlfriend, fucking the other. My dad is legit in my like the next room, by the way. He can hear everything.
I don't even think there's any real disparity between the rosters. I think they're both, you know, equivalent in the fact that you have a couple of known faces-ish on these teams, and then a lot of new faces that we're not quite sure about.
Can you tell me what the fuck is wrong with the Whips art?
Teams that I've been talking about here, who have I think a lot more known faces. So this should be one of the more even matchups that we have early on, and I think the 2-1 scoreline on that first map kind of
cements
illustrates that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously with Malaysia losing out that map, they do get to pick the next map, and hopefully this will work in their favor.
What is her Twitter? Circuit Trial. Here you can play Zen. You can actually play Zen. Zen Bap or something.
So
Twitter.
Escort map there. What do we expect to see here on this map?
We don't expect to see a
Domino.
This is a very, I think, sniper-focused map. Now, Widowmaker had a really huge change here, so we did see a little bit of Widowmaker gameplay on the EMEC broadcast a little bit earlier on.
Definitely not this
one. Will
one.
still obviously be quite good here. I am curious to see
Domino.
if is going to be a choice in the teams. Given that there is a little bit shorter range, it will force her into a little bit closer combat. Yeah, this will be an interesting test for our hit scan players. I still think, given
maybe I'll get her Twitter from her Twitch.
The geometry, it still should be very poke favored, and I'll see what happens on the tank side as well. I don't know if we'll really get to see.
Oh, got him, boys. Got him.
Gameplay at the moment.
Got him.
And that's kind of interesting as well on the Malaysia side of things, right? Because as you noted, they've been opting to run Junker Queen.
Yeah, it's the same person, right?
They can play Ramatra, and that's still a possibility.
Post photographer from Sydney, Australia, might.
If you're not as
game on cancer,
what?
Gaming and streaming manager. Okay.
Just gonna get Ramatra again out of Singapore, then we're kind of in exactly the same boat we were talking about just a minute ago. So this will be a bit of a tell on the Malaysia side of things of what their tank lineup can actually do.
Now let's head on over to Circuit Royale, and very quickly before we do that, let's give an awesome shout out to McDonald's. Can't keep a legend out of the lineup. The McFeast is back. Grab one now, and let's give it over to Pixie and Avril.
I really would like to go grab one now, but I have to talk about this game first. I'm gonna get hungry at the end of this show.
It's been so long that we've been here. It's now daytime in Circuit Royale.
Yeah.
It was nighttime. It's now daytime. We can see the snipers now.
They're still racing.
They haven't finished racing. It's 24 hours of Le Monte Carlo.
Can you imagine if they actually had to do that? If they had to do Monaco for 24 hours rather than like the hour and a half, hour 45 it works out at.
Yeah, the team, the number of drivers on the team would have to increase by a decent amount.
By quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you can play Zen, yeah.
But it's like a bit of a snooze fest, you know.
Xenofly! But they're not playing Diva. What the fuck?
Hopefully this isn't a snooze fest though.
So we have, I believe, a bit of a change up on the rosters. Ashkane is off. Xenofly is
My boy Xenofly is in. Let's go.
Xenofly coming in to play the off tanks, and we are going to see Sigma. So I kind of tease the fact that in the past
there is no off tank in this game, bro, anymore. Like it's all tank. Like come on, like get out of fucking Overwatch 1. The game is dead. No off tank, only tank.
Sojin, Hanzo, Widowmaker. You pick 2 out of those 3. Support.
John Galt is still there, coach. I don't know. I have no clue what's happening in Singapore. Last I got insider news that John Galt was not coaching. They were just coaching themselves. So if they're coaching themselves and getting a map, bro, it has to be. Dude, whips popping off, bro. Who the fuck told? Who the fuck? Listen, bro, listen. Who the fuck told me Whips is a fucking support player? Who the fuck? Which guy? Guy is popping off. He's better than Vital on DPS. What the fuck?
JW3 can really play. I think this initial lane is gonna be fine. Will suffice. Rip's taking a little bit of punishment from Fantasy from above.
Fantasy is getting that off angle. He's creating the wide angle for his team. But the thing is, the team have to do something. There you go. Joe getting whips.
Back out into the open where J003 is able to collect the body shot.
I don't think J003 is how you pronounce it. It's just Joe, bro. Woo! Yeah, the caster is on ping. Sorry, the host is on ping. Because they are not on ping, definitely.
Just pressuring forward with Fantasy until they could isolate somebody. I think they were initially hoping for Xenofly, but you'll take
I remember this team playing Torb here in scrims. I saw a bit of scrims here and there for this team, like in the World Cup trial part. And this team was playing fucking Malaysian team. This Malaysian team was playing Torb, so I don't know. Joe was playing Torb, but Joe is on Widow now.
Doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, they've just kind of vanished, all hiding in the near.
I mean, a bit of strat diff.
And, I mean, who can blame them? There's a lot of high quality pro.
Gamer Pro Dude is a very good Hanzo, and there you go. Yeah, there you go. He pops off, getting Vital. Oh no, Xenofly. Back to Overwatch 1, I guess. Back to Overwatch 1 where he goes back to spawn and picks Diva. Chiche.
Only sort of slow down so far is the very early beginnings when they were pushing. They lose J003, and on that they
said what?
Pushing through very steadily, despite the fact that Cup.
Why are you smiling?
Amplification matrix. Gemini still trailing behind.
You said what?
A little bit odd. You don't expect
the only thing you said was Saudi Arabia won against Finland. That is the only thing that you said. And got yourself very close from being blocked. Avoided, rolled. Very close.
I think the payload from reaching the top of the ramp if possible.
Goes for it now. Gemini's actually just popped the window down. That didn't really catch.
Okay, Joe. Definitely, but that's a.
Maybe he got,
there's a trans popped by fucking Singapore. Paper Papla. Vital get the shot. Xenofly gets Gamer Pro Dude. That's a big, like big spam down. Like now fucking there is no more spam on fucking Singapore shield for a bit.
They've got their Hanzo back in the mix now.
Whip's getting that dragon out.
Speaking of Hanzo's Fantasy,
Lamp is down.
Getting healed up comfortably. It's just pressuring back and forth.
Okay, Numino's down. Like I would really feel, bro, like if Trish would be here for this map at least.
Now we're going to see the Flux versus
really hope.
Change in the next fight. Cut might use this one early, and that will be a precedent for NSC to pull the trigger as well. So we're going to push a little far up here. have to be concerned about
This
those
skin, like
angles.
Hanzo's gloves,
And
looks very
another
nice
pick from
on the
Singapore,
skin
which is
though.
more slow down in
It's so
Malaysia.
good on the like Hanzo gloves. It's very nice
Really
on the
unfortunate,
skin.
and pay for being the ones to collect
I like
that.
it
I
though.
mean, obviously, Vip's doing the bulk of the damage on it, but either way, it's time bleeding off the
Yeah,
clock.
but I really miss Trish here on this map at least. On any other map, no might, but this map, yes.
Even more as J003 loses the sniper battle.
But I've seen him in ranked all the time, doing all those
Three individual kills.
frag plays on Zen, so I know how he plays and shit. I mean, in scrims and tournament, you will get punished for like overextending and off positioning and shit, but then overall the mechanics also matters, right? Oh, there you go. Vital getting another kill.
That's 4 picks in a row.
Like Malaysia have to do a few things,
They're
man.
just going to go for it anyway. They don't want to lose the window too much. Going to be a mortality field down to rescue Xeno.
Vital getting another pick on Joe, bro. Like, Vital!
On a tear now. That's 3 in a row over the course of this fight.
Fucking Kovacs! Okay, he's finally down. But then he has done a lot of damage. He'll come back with... Like, there is no way Malaysia push right now. They have to regroup. They have to regroup.
With that Dragon Strike, may still try to look for something while Vital's still not here. Coming back on his own tracer will be...
Couldn't we get an APAC caster, sorry, host, who would not be on ping and this would not seem on ping? Like every shot that they hit is seeming on ping, just because the fucking host is on ping. Cop! Dude. Okay, they have to regroup for one last fight. Malaysia have to regroup for one last fight. They have to regroup.
Matrix perfectly, and the last couple of kills. Vital doing so much on Widowmaker here. The Widowmakers are gone.
Ashken is not playing now. There is no point for me to support or to root for Singapore. I'm all in for Malaysia at this point of time. Like I was always, but then like Ashken was playing, so I mean it's like whatever.
Yeah.
At least on the defense, you can sort of just
But then like bro, like
afterwards.
what the fuck?
Less than 1 minute to go now. What was
I'm not even kidding, bro. Vital is kind of popping.
Major slowdown and beat.
Pretty even Stevens coming into this fight though. Fantasy will have a flux well before Xenofly, assuming he doesn't go down. We'll have to see if they leverage that. It's been Dragon Strikes now either way.
Dude, credit where it's due. Vital is kind of popping.
Immortality fields.
They have also used their lamp. Malaysia, Gemilix has no lamp. They have trans. They're popping the trans. Why would they trans? They were all full HP. What was the trans for? It has to be a mistake, right? Because now GG. Oh, he fell down. And there goes Gamer Pro, dude. Okay, fucking Vital goes down finally. What the fuck? He's finally dead, bro.
Oh, it only gets the immortality field. Nice deployment from Cup, but they will still find Vips. Traded for J003. Gemini.
They're still there 3v3, bro. 3v3, 100%. Oh, he falls down! Fantasy, no! But he gets back, though. That paid off. All planned, I guess. He falls down in order to come in the LOS of the fucking Zen. All planned, boys. Don't worry. My boy got it. My boy got it. Oh, he got stunned! Fantasy! Okay, Xenofly dead. Joe getting cup. There is no way they lose now. No way they lose now. Pog. Popped. My bro Fantasy popped. 100% popped. Holy shit, what a rock, bro. What a fucking rock. Holy fuck. I was expecting that rock to come. He saved his rock for the right time though. The only thing that you do on Sigma, by the way. Just wait for the other Sigma to ult and then you hope for the rock to land. Otherwise, this character is absolutely dog shit. Like, there's nothing that you need to do. Like, just look, what are you doing? Just like shooting, like random fucking spam. Only thing you have to stay there and fucking bullet the fucking other tank. The only part exciting about fucking Sigma gameplay is rocking the other tank. But it's okay, they have a fight. They have a fight. It's okay, it's okay. Vital has pulse though. Gemilix needs to save his Gemilix needs to save his lamp.
Well, I think any kill would have been fine there. Getting the backline is always important. Transcendence would have been used defensively in that fight, so I don't think an offensive tool, but any player down at that stage is bad for Malaysia. As they're currently just looking for maximum distance.
They can all touch, they have a touch. 100% touch.
Quickly as we're about to reach 0 on the timer as well. OT about to take on through, and Halo's still not up to the last lane yet.
Big alt, man. Holy fuck, fantasy. Let's fucking go!
Dragon Strike nowhere near enough. The pulse bomb taking out the immortality field meant all three caught in that flux. Suddenly landed back down, expecting.
Vital still has pulse though. He didn't use his pulse. So Jaminik still has to be careful. He has to keep his lamp for the pulse.
Yeah, this is where the Transcendence will really count for
Because
Malaysia.
there are so many stationary targets on the team, like he himself, Zen. But Zen has also he'll pop it. How? How does that happen?
And Numenos goes down as well. Doesn't even self-transcendence to rescue himself. I don't think he quite registered that Gemini had gone down already. There was no healing to bail him out of that tracer on the back line. Well, 385 is going to be as far as it gets for Malaysia. Not
Hello?
cap.
Hello, Numinos?
What a whiff. 2 players going down. I mean, it's possible that Gemini didn't have the lamp cooldown available to go, so might give him a pass on that one, but my goodness, didn't use Transcendence as you start dying. That is a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Now, possibly Malaysia still lose 4v5, but man, Malaysia didn't even give themselves the opportunity.
How can you die with trans to a tracer? How?
Good inroads.
How?
They struggled on B.
Bro, last fight, just press this button, bro. Like watch. Here, there is a button.
I mean, that was
Press to leave.
Fight from Fantasy a little bit earlier on. Flux onto 3, collects
This
on
button.
2 kills. Halo finally rounds the band onto the final straight, and they get pretty much to the end, but just no final fight.
And by the way, we say no margin for error
Aye,
here
no
with this
margin.
first to 2 format because Malaysia didn't catch.
Yeah, that's what I did. Wasn't I calling it out?
That's a really dangerous situation.
He has to keep lamp. He has to keep lamp. He has to keep lamp. Bro! Oh!
What's more dangerous is I think now that you get to start with Vital on the Widowmaker, who had a real whale of a time, I think, on that defense, especially on B. It's going to get a little bit more difficult for Malaysia. Okay, we're not really looking forward towards too much Widowmaker gameplay on C, but A and B is going to be Widow dominated. JW3 didn't really have much to say in that
Too much
conversation.
stress in
last
upper
time. You
rank?
could argue that maybe the offensive Widowmaker is going to be in a more difficult
Does it look like ranked match to you?
Case. Vital wasn't just a Widowmaker battle. He was taking down everybody.
Bhai, alag hi throw tha, bhai.
Bailing out of the Life Weaver.
How can you throw? Like, how can both supports throw at the same time?
But it's going to be Kariko.
Rico's an interesting choice. This is not normal.
Low-key win
You
trade,
lack the
bro.
Discord, you lack the long range damage, you're a little bit more front loader on maybe right clicks connecting on the head, but it's just not consistent at all. So I think the Kariko will...
You cannot have 2 immortalities just wiped away from the game. Zen has trance, he has lamp. Like, you legit live forever.
It's going to come down to who
How?
Sniper pick. Fantasy feeling some heat, but comfortably topped off as Xenofly is really trying to make the space, and Malaysia backing up quite a lot. Ooh, Cup gets low.
No, Vital has a good angle though.
We'll see.
Vital has he has a good, oh, okay, not anymore.
Oh, Vips gets the first pick. That's big for
Whips is kind of popping, bro. Whips is kind of popping. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. I think both the fucking DPS on Singapore are like kind of popping. Like, credit, like, why would I lie, bro? Like, there is nothing to lie about it. All the favorites and my friends and everything on one end, and fucking Whips fucking popping, and Vital like just clicking heads on other end.
A good recovery. Lost a player early, still managed to
But
outfrag at the end.
Joe kind of fragged, so it's fine.
Frontline held strong. Fantasy never gave up ground.
Joe kind of
Way
flagged.
ahead of his competition. I think Fantasy is completely gapped Xenofly in this matchup. On either attacking side. Gigantic. I mean, you don't expect that the Flux is going to be the first ultimate. Again, I always look towards the bat players here.
Yeah.
It's got to be neither of them so far.
Really.
I think Xenofly is grabbed, he gets benched. Xenofly gets benched next game. They just play Ashkin.
Not delivering a whole lot there. Immortality field down, but that means it's not being used on Xenofly, who's still having to take the forward brunt of all this pressure.
Suzu and Lamp.
Yeah, it's a
Suzu
lot.
was so early as well.
And Xenofly's down. There it is. So quick the conversion of damage, but quick trade.
Yo! Chill!
Just turns it.
I told you, the DPS are hard carrying.
Like that. JW3 afraid
They're
to
hard
peek
carrying,
and
GG.
knows that he's got infrastructure on him. Fantasy going down as well, and Singapore
Just
tear forward.
I mean, when it comes down to the battle of
Xenofly does not have ult, by the way.
Singapore got a lot more
On
out of
tank.
this amplification matrix than what Gemini had.
Bro, he's actually getting hard gapped. But the thing is, it doesn't matter. Both the snipers are kicking
Might
heads.
even said it came through too early. Typically, even if you do get first flux, I would like to see teams hold it to potentially counter out the Amplification matrices being traded in there. I mean, Xenofly didn't even have a flux, so that would have been purely in Malaysia's favor.
Sorry. They got a hard gap, bro.
Just continuing the forward push. Malaysia once again just looking for some stoppage. Remember how long it took them to cap B, ended up getting it in the overtime, and this was around about where they got stalled up. So now,
Okay. Okay, Numinos get one rare pick on paper.
Strike coming across does split the team a little bit, but doesn't find enough.
Doesn't matter, paper is down. They have like legit half healing right now. Yeah, Gamer Pro Dude gets another.
Game Pro Dude having to duck for cover for a hot second there, but with the extra kill on Vital, they can take the ground, they can reclaim the car.
That's fine. They stabilize. 3 minutes easy hold. I have held for 5 minutes, so it's fine. I have held longer. Circuit Royale, second point is 100% holdable. You can hide in so many spots. You can go back to spawn and hold. You can go back right side on whatever booth that is, you can hold. Like right side from here, you can hold there. There's so... How? How?
Yeah, of all people to find him. And now Malaysia just one man down, flux up on the two members there. They haven't used the Dragon.
Gamer Pro Root gets one, huge. Again, healing is cut. Unless Whips click some head, they cannot win this.
May want to pop that before too long. They're still under a lot of pressure.
Whips has to clip some head, otherwise they can't win.
But not down, ends up having to use their immortality field to save the tank. Fantasy goes in with a flux and they convert Xenofly.
Good job, good
That's
job.
another important.
Exactly, that's what I said. Fucking second point is 100% holdable. Bro, Fantasy is carrying that dog shit team on his back. The thing is, you're not wrong.
At least when you are playing the Kariko.
They're playing against Singapore, by the way. Okay, Singapore. Like the team, everyone just said that GG.
Now there's a lack of the flux from Fantasy to stop that as well. It's going to have to come down to Transcendence, fighting up against the Katuno Rush, and a swap onto the Diva.
That's what I said. They died to a Tracer, by the way, not to one shot. They didn't die to one shot. They died to a Tracer plus one. For that, which you just put the lamp out and trance. You have to press a button, and they died. That too in overtime, where you have nothing else to do. Like you cannot regroup. You have no fight. Why will you not press that one button on each character? I don't know.
Singapore have an advantage on that point C.
Okay, paper bag. Is paper bag? I hope he is. Okay, Vital getting that important pick. No more Hanzo spam.
Banking on that Dragon Strike or even just the straight damage output. And look at how hard they've corralled.
Fucking Xenofly on Diva, GG. He has had enough. He has had enough. Yeah, Fantasy cannot live for longer, right? Like he's really low, yeah. You cannot live. Yeah, because there is no pressure on their time. Again, dude, I'm not even kidding. 2 minutes is 2 minutes holding on this last point is complete cancer.
2 minutes on the clock, not a whole heap of time, but certainly enough to cap the map out and win their first series.
I mean, Malaysia,
it's easily holdable. The supports just need to do their job.
Rush still had 4 alive with good respawns coming on. Losing Fantasy very quickly afterwards as they change their comp wholesale. They keep the Hanzo, but everything else is going to go over towards a Winston and a dive for our final point. So what they're going to lock themselves.
Okay. Will Paper actually get a kill here? Or get a scout? Or he will scout for real. Whips off angling. GG. They have to reset. You cannot fight that. Bro. You have to reset. Please reset. Please. They are resetting. They have 1.5 fights.
Okay, well, Vital still fragging out at the moment. Nothing really to protect the backline of Malaysia. So
they have a touch.
These sight lines and these angles could be under pressure from Game Pro.
Close to Nano though. Close to Nano. Gamer Pro Dude, huge kill. Big kill. That's a game-changing kill.
And that's so critical with how close they get into Malaysia.
Game-changing kill.
A lot of cart push when they're
no, Bubble.
Barreling forward, the team having to duck for cover. They will be able to survive it. Jay timing a recall very
Joe has pulse. Last fight,
guys.
Last fight. Just stabilize, guys. Stabilize. It's fine.
Minute remaining now. Jay goes down. Vips once again finding one now, raking across with the Dragon Strike. That's going directly through the side onto Numenals and Gemini, who are barely surviving.
Okay, Fantasy getting 2 kills at least.
Finds paper, pressuring on
He's going to get 1 more kill, 100%. 100% he gets this Hanzo. Oh no, he has to care C9. Big! Let's go! Oh, they have another. They have one more group touch, by the way. But they have EMP.
Rally as well to hold on. Singapore run out of resources. A wild Kitsuna rush from paper onto the high ground. in the dying breaths. Not too sure about that one. You would have liked to have held on to that for the final fight indeed. Put it down the mid lane. Coming back.
What happens if Gamer Pro Dude just gets randomly headshotted
Position for Singapore to be in.
without EMPing?
And they've only got 4 seconds left.
I did call it out almost, but it's fine. He did not.
Straight on top of the team with this EMP here, waiting for his opportunity. Cloaken to get.
Bro, please don't do this. It's very risky.
Deployed very nicely. Immortality field dusted, cup and paper done for Malaysia. Ironclad on this defense. Rock solid, perfect deployment there from.
I told you it's cancer. Like holding third, like third is absolutely holdable on this cancer map.
Defense for Malaysia, and they're going to clear it through. We are going to tie ourselves up.
What a map. Malaysia coming back strong.
So what did we learn, guys? We learned Xenofly should go back to Overwatch 1 and play Diva.
They're on their own defense. A final
Just don't come back to Overwatch 2, bro. Like, do not. Do not. No toxic, but no, should not. Let us play the game. That's it. Thank you. Do not come back. Just do not come back to Overwatch 2, bro. GG.
Yeah.
Why Flicky or Lumi not on SG? Big story. Big story. Big story for another day.
Alright.
Solid.
And what a comeback from Malaysia.
I think all the casters have their eyebrow game on point. Everyone just raises their eyebrows. Bro, I can't. My head hurts.
Push. Could be dive heavy here, so
they're all raising their eyebrows. Okay, big news. You want to know why they are not on team fucking Singapore? Lumi, SGY, Ayako, right? No, not Ayako. Akame. Lumi, SGY and Akame got kicked from the team because of being toxic. The point being, they were trying. They were trying to be like they were trying to be strict with the teammates so that they perform better. That was their point of view, and the point of view of the coach and the general manager was that that was like whatever they were trying to do was a bit too much extreme. So it was better for the team to not have them on the team. So they got kicked. Then Flicky Minaj got selected, and then when they got kicked, Azalea, Bubble Kitty, Overshake. They all left. Zizo, they all left the team. Right? So that is one part of the story. They all left. Then they got kicked. But they found out that there's no point playing in this team anymore. Okay? Because the team doesn't have the same quality that it would have with Lumi and SGY and Akame on the team. So they left the team. So Singapore had to field in a team. So they selected other players, including Flicky Minaj and whoever you're watching right now on the screen. They included the same team that you're watching right now plus Flicky Minaj. Flicky Minaj then again left the team because he found out that he doesn't gel well with the team, or the team is not performing as to what he expects the team to perform, or he had some mutual disagreements on his end. Okay, he had some disagreements on his end. The team kind of made it mutual and they parted ways. Flicky parted ways with the team after realizing that that his quality and the game's and the team's quality were not at the same. Either Flicky Minaj was higher or the team's was higher. Whoever, but the wavelength did not match. Right? And now they are left with this team. Whips is a support player who's playing DPS and he's kind of not doing bad though, to be honest. He's not doing bad. I mean, if you just replace the entire fucking lineup with Flicky Minaj on DPS and Whips flexing on support, this team becomes much better than this. Much better. Like they're already doing better, but it just becomes much better. But the thing is, it will never be the OG better, where you have SGY and Akame and Lumi. I mean, those are like real Singapore goats, right? It will never be that good, but it would have been better with Flicky on the team. But it's like whatever. Yeah, Singapore drama. It would have been really strong, yeah. Singapore would have been like one of the teams on par with all the other teams. Right now, it's like GG. I can tell you a story. I legit had an interview, so I know all the story. But for whatever reason, that video is private. Sounds like a shitty Indian serial. Well, I mean, the thing is, I have my point of view, which I don't want to give. it will be against the clash of interest with the players, or will be clash of interest with the management. I do not want to piss anyone off. Like, my point of view is heavily dependent on either side. Like, it is not a very neutral point of view. I don't have a neutral point of view in this case, but I don't want to give it out because I'm a part of this entire fucking community, and I'm kind of part of a committee member of a team that is participating in the World Cup. So it's better for me to be as neutral as possible. So I'm not going to give my point of view, but I told you what the drama is. You guys can have your point of views. I am heavily just on one side of the story. I will not even look at the other side of the story because I know how fuck all the entire scene is. I am on one side. I'm not going to tell you which one. I'm not going to say it on stream. I have my point of view. People close to me know that, and I hope it will never be like we have shared that in confidence. But my point of view is pretty one-sided. One-sided as in I have listened to both sides of the story, and then I have concluded that this side is has good points and the other side has like very trash points. But I'll not say which one. Not on stream. Nope. Not going to do that. Is there an Indian team? Yes, Mimic. There is an Indian team. We play tomorrow. Our first game is against Malaysia. That is why we are watching Malaysia. I'm bored on my hospital. DM me later. Yeah, sure. I can just like let you know what. What are ego aims of Licky left? I mean, there is more to it. 100% there is more to it. But yeah, we'll tell you. Like, we'll talk about it later. I'm not going to talk about it on stream. You're not getting drama from me. You can get occasional trash talks from me. That this guy is a bot, this guy sucks, uninstall Overwatch, turn on your monitor, all those things. But I'm not feeding into... I'm not taking sides in drama. Look, that is not... I cannot do that. I don't want my country to be jeopardized. Just because I made a comment. Look, not going to do it. Zephyr had ear operation. Oh yeah, here he said it. He had an ear operation, but now he's fine. Why is fantasy on DPS? Hello, Blizzard. I'm sure Gamer Pro Dude will not play tank. I'm sure that is not going to happen, right, boys? I'm sure that is one thing that is definitely not. I think artwork is sponsored by PUBG Mobile artists. Dude, this guy has some really weird eyebrow moves. Just look at him. If you just mute it and look at him, he raises his eyebrows every 10 seconds. Just look. What? Again, bro, every 10 seconds he has this eyebrow raise, bro. 100% The Rock. The Rock with a mustache. What would The Rock look if he had a mustache and full hair? This is how a Rock would look like. A white man with a mustache and a wig. This is Rock. This is The Rock. What if The Rock was white and had hair and a mustache? Okay, dude. Chill out, buddy. Chill out. There is no way. Oh, this can also be a draw. That is why they have a fourth block open. New Queen Street can actually be a draw if they push the same. But I have never. Have you seen a draw and push? I have not. Because even if they push the same amount of distance to the exact point millimeters, I have still seen other team winning it. I don't know how, but they win it. I don't know how. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You won't watch till DT is starting? Why? Why is that a thing? Still India, bro. It's still everyone's playing for the flag. We are all practicing. We have spent so much money to go to boot camp. Hard-earned money. We are spending it on boot camp. They are all pretty optimistic. They are all hopeful. Why won't you? Guys, do like the stream, guys. Do like the stream. Okay, the game's starting, so I'll turn on the casters for now.
It's more about avoiding the L.
I think you need a minimum 3 wins here. If you get only 2 wins, 3 losses, you're pretty much out of this group. 3 wins, you can rely on tiebreakers. 4 wins, you'd be pretty safe. 5 wins, obviously, you're probably going to be first seed, aren't you? So, 4 is the golden standard. 3 would be the minimum viable.
If I forgot to like, but it's okay. You like now, so it's fine.
Surprise, Ash came back in the lineup here, straight on top of the
Noodle House, 4 high key.
The answer is no.
Pizzeria. That is what Canada is, right? Canada is a mixture of cultures. Canada is less of Canadians and full of people from other cultures, including Asians, French, like Southeast Asians. Canada is full of that. So New Queen Street has that flair.
Climate right now. I mean, it's not snowy here, but it is cold. We had a rainy.
Okay, Ashken is back. I mean, thank God Singapore realized. Thank God Singapore fucking realized they had needed Ashken back.
Malaysia, I hope they do know what to do with themselves. First scrap just on this high ground on the side here. Beautiful.
My goat.
I assume those are meant to be maple trees. That's an offensive stereotype, but oh well.
But Fantasy already lost fucking Ashken versus Junker Queen fight, no? But he's still running. He's still running Junker Queen. We'll see how it turns out. They can always swap. Like push is a very fair game mode. I mean, the better team just wins. You cannot cheese comp. You cannot cheese comp out a push game. Like the better team will definitely win. You cannot cheese out a fucking push game. Like you can cheese out escort, control everything, but you cannot cheese out a push game. Push is very fair. Like you cannot cheese out push. There is no way. There is so much that the map lasts too long for the cheese comps to just like just get fucked. Okay, Fantasy gets a pick, Cup gets a pick though. They're equal.
Get everyone topped off, Cup, sound barrier available, not the same for Gemini. So Ashkane, a little bit of an advantage. Malaysia throw down an ice wall just to give.
I mean, they both have ult, so it's fine. Like Geminix will just get his ult right now. Geminix has ult. Come on, Geminix, pop it out. Okay, they used it.
Able to commit it. Cup's one has expired, and that also means they can outlast Ashkane's ultimate here as he is in that Nemesis form. They get Game Pro, but they lose Vital.
Okay, Ashkane dies here, right?
Throws it up, dispatched of. Malaysia starting to pull ahead in this fight. Vips load paper down as
well. Malaysia taking the first fight. Malaysia taking the first fight. This is kind of cool, man. Fine.
Malaysia will finally win the first fight. Can you believe that was actually just one fight?
Team India match tomorrow.
Every ultimate basically has come through at this point.
Canada is also basically third Punjab. Well, I mean, it's still India, no? That is what I said. It's filled with Asians, French, and Southeast Asians. So it's a mixture of so many cultures there.
Picks before Gemini could really come through in the sound barrier, but that sound barrier saves everybody.
Yeah.
Blizzard ends up coming.
Okay, Vital gets how like yeah, it's a war crime. It's a war crime. Dying on support. Holy shit, Fantasy, bro. Bro, Fantasy has to be the GOAT. Fantasy has to be the GOAT. Fantasy literally has to be the GOAT. It's not even a joke, bro. What the fuck is that guy doing?
It's a good slowdown. Yeah. A really good slowdown. The payload's actually sold out. They need to keep pushing, guys. What are you doing?
No, like, it's criminal for Numinos to get picked. Like, early fight, like, no, you cannot get picked. Like, there are 5 people. Just play behind them, bro. Just play behind them. It's not that difficult to not pick the Hanzo. There is the Hanzo, don't pick it. There is a Hanzo, do not pick it. There is a Hanzo, do not pick it. Basics of Overwatch.
To stop that further bit of follow-up. Not going to find any members. Nice ice wall there to keep J003.
If they don't have Fantasy yet, they 100% lose.
Barrel forward, double death blossom. I say double death blossom, just one death blossom with a single.
They win another fight. Just don't pick the Hanzo. Yeah, nice. Intelligent. That's one thing that you do. Only pick the Hanzo when you're grouping up against him. Otherwise, no. Do not peek him. Do not ego peek and Hanzo. In whatever rank, comp, like just don't.
Malaysia Got the spawn of Singapore surrounded. Cap finally coming through. 4 minutes, and it's now all Malaysia. All
Now he's not doing it right. See, he's actually learning from his mistake. He's kind of not bad.
Got that and the snowball as well. They're gonna give up the. That's interesting. I think you just keep fighting there. Singapore already dropped to the low ground, taking even fight.
Singapore dropped, which is kind of bad. They could have stayed there for a bit.
They're trying to get a little bit of a
Oh, he just manages it. Almost AJ, bro. Almost AJ. But there, I mean, whatever. You still lose.
Unfortunately,
You still lose.
deployed, and you could have heard that in the voice line, but either way, a very nice pickup for Malaysia.
I mean, he had his sound barrier blocked by the wall.
Why they lost, you know?
On top of the wall.
There are two things that save you from May ult. It's not only the beat, it's also the beat and the BAP lamp. They don't have a BAP lamp to support.
They did lose a little bit of.
Like a beat will it'll just wear away very quick if everyone is like stuck or whatever.
Too far.
They don't have a BAP lamp there to save it. Okay, Fantasy gets the ult in. Poke.
Malaysia's so comfortable with these ultimates.
Oh, let's go. Another fight win.
Easy pickups here. Nothing committed on defense.
They have won all the fights. They have won all the fights.
Yeah, 2 ultimates used there. Gonna start threatening that final cap here.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know that they will cap, but
SG got a win. Yes, they actually got a win.
I'm seeing 110 plus at the moment.
They actually got a win.
And Singapore,
Team India match tomorrow, Nader.
their ability to come back from here is going to be pretty minimal. We're talking less than 5 minutes.
One earphone. As long as it's comfortable, don't stress it. As I have said, don't stress it out.
You can see 110, but as long as I don't see 9.
The caster is on delay, like the host. The spectator is on delay, bro.
Unfortunately, and now himself
Why do you have to get an American caster for hosting an APAC game? Just get like hire me, bro. Hire me. I'll do it for cheap Indian labor.
not investing too many ultimates critically.
It will not sound like I am hitting my beat now and it is coming onto the stream tomorrow.
They invested too much. Why even bother sound barriering there? You have fantasy.
What the fuck?
If you weren't going to be able to save fantasy, don't even play for the 4v5. Save ultimates only for.
Yeah, thank God it's over.
Realistically, you don't need to cap it.
This is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a 2-0. Fucking Singapore got it so close. They could have almost won the last map and it would actually have been 2-0. But Malaysia kind of pulled it back. But again, it's push. As I've said, bro.
Singapore.
Like you can actually wait. Gamer Pro Root getting a very important pick though. But they used a couple of fights. So they used both DPS also, so they had to win that.
Malaysia, they will have to reset forwards now. Singapore get another shot at this defense. Malaysia get another shot at the cap out.
I mean, just shove the payload.
You can't hear them over.
And I don't think you even bother going up the ramp into the defender spawn.
Play for time.
Obviously, get the cap for the forward spawns.
As long as I'm being audible, it's my stream, so I should be audible, no? Vital has his ult. Vital has his ult. Whips has his ult. They have double DPS ult, so this Singapore win. Okay, he gets a kill without ulting, so I mean it's an auto win though. Can they chase fantasy? Oh, they can't. That queen character is fucking fast.
JW3 in trouble, goes down, continuing to push forward, hasn't needed the death blossom yet, looking to dust off even more members now. Numenor's in trouble. This is an absolutely clean sweep. Malaysia struggling to actually back out of that position.
I mean, Malaysia needed to actually have a fight when Singapore were running at them. They thought they could just rotate away, but unfortunately...
Yeah, they would not win that fight anyway. They had no ults. I don't know what the casters are smoking. But that was just a time stalling fight. You could just die on point. You could just die on point, just stack on point and die on point. Why did they give them like extra 20 meters? I don't know.
If they can get this cap, we start thinking about it.
Double coalescence, fantasy, a little bit chilly there, goes down. There's going to be no rampage. A lot of ultimates invested though.
There you go.
So,
there you go. Singapore pushing. 2 minutes, doable.
Singapore getting that cap.
Again, I told you, whoever wins this map is just the better team. You can never cheese out a fucking push map.
So they're in it, but they're still not really in it because the second half is really difficult for Singapore to push into. First half, getting the cap, challenging. Second half, this is straight up hell. So, Malaysia now fighting downhill, Singapore fighting uphill. Singapore have to even back.
India match tomorrow same time.
There we go, Malaysia trying to get aggressive.
11:30 AM.
Nice catch. That sound barrier is in there, but that's a lot of anti-heal. Game Pro dude down early, but trade.
Vital gets one kill, bro.
They need to keep Jay alive.
Ashkin popping out the ult. There is no way. There is no way they lose this fight.
And there we go.
Oh no, Joe pops up there.
And that's going to collect cup, and they just want to get the robot as far away as
now,
possible. Still playing for time here. 1 minute left.
Singapore have no ult. GG, almost a GG.
Fantasy pushed forward really hard with the rampage. And
Singapore have no ult. They have forward spawn. Everyone has forward spawn.
So no healing, no long range healing. Man, you have to stack pretty tight here. You're playing Lucio Moro on both sides. You lose Vital. Ashkin tries to just solo that one with the.
Can they build a ult here?
Need a lot more support to get that off.
The Numinos is going to pop the ult.
Ice Wall,
There goes
Ice Wall's
Vips.
Vips. Ends up paying off for them. I was surprised they actually managed to collect that one, but there we go. That keeps time lean for Singapore. That's what Malaysia need. Get the robot far away.
I would still say it's doable for Singapore, but the thing is, they need ults.
Less than 1 minute left to go, and again.
They have coalescence coming up. They can play for coal. They can play for coal, build May ult.
Ramp allows Singapore to walk forward, and the longer it takes Singapore to find a fight.
Ashkan getting walled. I think he's going to die, but he lives. He lives. Guy lives. Guy lives. Guy lives. Guy's a fighter. Guy lives.
They have the robot well in their territory, and they've just lost Cup. It's all starting to unravel. And there we go. Death Blossom, Vitals down. Looking to collect a few more. Don't even need to collect a few more. Just need to force Singapore out. 12 seconds left on the clock. How Malaysia might even be able to go for a cap of their own at this rate. Just to really kick sand in the face. Nope, they're going to back out. They know that it's not enough time on the clock. Now it's going to be Singapore in the overtime on the robot, trying desperately to get that full distance. Malaysia only need one fight.
And they can take that one fight over the course of many engagements here. Solo Blizzard even.
Beautifully done.
A couple of ults used from... Oh yeah, that's it.
That is exactly what they did. J003 has nailed it with these Blizzards consistently. They have been guaranteed fight winners for Malaysia, and now it's going to be a guaranteed match winner in that final fight as well. The overtime wick burns out, and Malaysia walk away from it despite dropping that first map.
Really unfortunate for Singapore.
Who gets the PUTG though?
Coming into map number 1, Malaysia clutched on through handily, I think, on the second map, despite having some, I think, difficulties on Circuit Royale. But really, you come down to New Queen Street. This was even, by the way, Singapore's map pick. I think, you know, the reasoning for the choice and the composition, it all makes sense. But even if on paper the Ram plays well into the Queen, the issue here is they just lack tempo. They struggle to really execute on the composition. I think some of the ultimates came in really slowly as well.
Good job. Good job.
Malaysia, again, in terms of the raw pace of the game. And once Malaysia won, like, what, 3 fights in a row? I think at the 60 meter mark, okay, you cap, but the game's not over. You reach, like, the 80, 90 meter mark, you get over 100, it's just like, you can call it right then and there. I think at that point, it's 4 minutes, it's just, like I said, kicking the ball around until it's over, because Malaysia, they secured it by about 6 minutes into the game.
Okay, my personal thoughts on whatever fuckery happened right now. My personal thought, guys. Am I shadow ban in chat? No, Robonaut. I can read you. Did you type something and I missed? I'm sorry if you typed something and I missed it. No, you're not shadow ban. Malaysia popped off. I mean, they did it. But the thing is now, guys, I like what I actually want to mention it. They should not have lost Ilios, right? What that does is, even if Singapore won't qualify, I'm not talking about any other team, right? I'm not talking about Australia, I'm not talking about Thailand, I'm not talking about India, I'm not talking about New Zealand, I'm not talking about Singapore, right? I'm not talking about any of them. I'm just talking about point to point. Like, because they lost one map, so the thing is, the map differential comes into play in the later stages. In whatever circumstances, whatever your small little goals are as a team, you know, to come second, to come third, to come first, whatever it is, that map differential kind of fucks it up. So, you know, you should just try hard to win all maps, like, not just, I mean, I'm not saying you didn't try hard, Malaysia, like, they did try hard, but then, like, getting outplayed, bro, like, so bad, like, on Ilios, it was steamroll. Ilios was steamroll, bro. Like, the last 2 points was steamroll. Not even kidding. But at least, like, they found out their strength towards the end, which is kind of good, but not bad. They found out their strength, like, they played the entire game and they were discovering their strengths throughout, so it's fine. It's fine. They did not swap a lot of players and shit, like, so they stuck to the core and they won. Not bad. And I've seen in this World Cup, if you swap tanks, or if you swap one player, it's more likely to, like, in a same game, it's more likely that you lose than you win. In the same game. Like, on next day, you can swap other players. But in the same game, if you just play one tank and then play another tank, more likely that you lose. It has been a trend. Netherlands did that yesterday. They did that with Dan and Krandop. They lost. They lost 2-1 to Spain. Singapore did it today with Ash Kane and Xenofly. They lost. It's a trend, bro. It's not even a joke. Italy did it yesterday with Andrew and whoever his other tank is. I don't remember. They lost. Belgium did it with their tank and they lost. Andrew and whoever their other tank is. I don't remember. They lost. Belgium did it. They lost. It's kind of a trend. So I'm following this World Cup. I have a bit of idea of what is going on. You just don't do that. You just, there's a few things that you don't do, which is one of the. What's up, Geminix? Good job. Good job. Good job. Like you guys almost threw, bro. Like legit. How lose that fight on Circuit Royale? Like you legit lose the game. It was like definitely going to be 2-0. You just like holy shit. You just who is this guy?
And how dedicated I am to it. I see a lot of people have like other commitments, and it's fair enough if you're not in tier 1. Overwatch might not be your entire
Who is this?
livelihood, but I think I put more hours than any other player in the same division, so I think I've got a great advantage of time on my hands.
Oh, Afa.
Some of my biggest role models within the Overwatch Australia esports community would have to be Punk Unter Face. There's 2 LA Gladiators coaches within the Overwatch League and a Vancouver Titans tank player. It's kind of limited, the resources you get within OS, so it's great to have these people available to help, especially during the World Cup. My go-to Macca's order would definitely have to be a double quarter pounder meal. There's nothing better than those beef patties, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's better than those beef patties is cook the fucking patties at home. Cook it at home. That's way better than whatever you're eating in fucking McDonald's.
Competing in like high stress situations has prepared me for the big moments. Queuing ranked all day every day won't actually get you as far as you think. You have to be a lot more critical in your own gameplay and watching back VODs, seeing what mistakes you did and how to fix them. Watching pros can also help a lot develop like cool strategies, and you can understand how to play the game at a higher level.
Now we have New Zealand versus Thailand, one of the better games though. There I'm already hungry, and these food ads. I don't think so. That was a food ad. I think that was a good-looking gentleman on your screen. Where did you find food there? And of course, there were a McDonald's banner. Does that make you hungry? I don't know. J3 is also watching World Cup. All World Cup games watch party. What the fuck? Will you stream all the games? Yeah, how do you die? That was really critical, man. Like I was like really unhappy with that, whatever happened there. Entire chat was. They could not believe it. After you die, the other support dies as well. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Like you didn't have it? If you didn't have it, oh, it was on cooldown. Oh, makes sense. Now what? Okay, that makes sense. But what happened with fucking Numinos? How the fuck does he get clipped by the tracer with a fucking like it takes like at least 1 or 2 seconds to kill the fucking Zen, right? How? Numi died and said I press Q. The fucking spectators are on delay. I hope you guys are not on delay. What the fuck? It was so sad though. You almost lost that. Thank God. Important game, Geminix. You can watch this game now. You guys can watch this game. This game is going to be fun. The entire chat was pissed. Not even kidding. Everyone was pissed on that. Like that. You had on cooldown. Like, I mean, sure. But Numenor shouldn't have died. But thank God you won. It's fine. Thank God you won. Not bad. What the fuck? We should watch this Discord though. Fucking full of memes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, dude, relax. Relax. Bad Pachimari. Fuck those who say my is a dead country. No one said that. Who the fuck has said Malaysia dead country? I've never heard it once. What the fuck? If Fantasy has 1,000,000 fans, I'm one of them. If Fantasy has 1,000 fans, I'm one of them. If Fantasy has no fans, that means I'm no longer on this earth. Fantasy moment. For real, for real. What the fuck? For real. That's a fantasy moment, boys. That's actually a fantasy moment.
It was a very close game, but once you got to New Queen Street, you get to the push map, you start to really be able to break away in terms of how much better Malaysia
Okay.
was than Singapore.
I'm going to say it.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it.
That's definitely where you started to feel the difference.
I'm going to say it right. I'm going to say it.
Circuit Royale, I noted towards the end as well. Malaysia made a
I'm
few
going to say it.
errors.
If anything, that's a fantasy moment. That is a fantasy moment.
Some real solid
100%. Guy kind of carried. He kind of carried hard. No joke. No joke. No joke, he kind of carried hard. Imagine losing to Singapore, bro. Imagine losing to this Singapore squad.
So we are going to move over to our second match today, which will be New Zealand versus Thailand. Let's take a look at the New Zealand lineup and who will be starting out in this team here. Let's talk about some of these players. We know some of these players very well, don't we, guys?
They live on the same street as me. There's only 3 streets in New Zealand, so yeah. And one of them
How they
is
divided? Is it a
one of them
triangle? Does it look like a peace sign?
Sure.
One of them is State Highway 1. One of them is State Highway 1, which goes all the way down the country. And then there's one road in Auckland, the biggest city, and then there's one road in Wellington, the capital city, and that's it. So
Wow. So they just live in your city, like in your street.
Okay.
I heard Adam told me that Calahex is playing from McDonald's on using the Wi-Fi today, so that'll be fun. No, he's really not, but he is going to be at least role swapping, which is weird to say because you know him to be a DPS player, but he role swapped recently to support, and now he'll be role swapping back.
Hey,
to
don't
DPS
insult
for the team.
Xenofly.
New Zealand probably.
I said he should just. I have never insulted him once. I just said that he should not play Overwatch 2. He should just go back to Overwatch 1 and play Diva. Because I don't think you can go far by playing Diva on Overwatch 2. It's not pretty viable.
that's how we do.
For example, Namzap.
Yeah, I have a New Zealand passport as well. I don't know why I omitted that fact earlier in the evening.
This guy has this. Okay, this guy is this guy. Okay, by the way, this guy, yeah, this guy is a British citizen. He has an Australian, like he lives in Australia. He has a New Zealand passport as well, and the guy looks like an AI image. Is this guy for real? Is this guy for real? I don't know. This guy has everything. He legit. I don't know. He might as well just say that I'm currently in Taiwan.
Talk about, you did mention earlier that we have seen a Puto around previously. They are an old player here.
Super veteran.
Yeah,
Super veteran.
with an incredibly short name.
I have not insulted anyone for once. I'm just saying,
Not sure as that-
if you play Diva,
His
GG.
name is Ubon Dara. Four syllables total, 8 letters. That is one of the most.
I've become a Diva player too. What do you mean? I played against Grid Gaming yesterday and I played Ryan.
Some of them, a couple of them are taking a break at the moment.
60% of the time, 40% I was in Diva.
I think it's cool to be able to see the players here. One of the few times.
Bro, the thing
to
is,
sort of witness them and good to see them on like
the only
as well, but
time that I feel that Diva is viable
just one contenders APAC in the
is when you're defending high ground areas and there is a Farah. Either or, otherwise GG. Otherwise GG.
You know, I would say one of the quiet favorites if you consider Australia.
Who are these guys with a 0?
Thailand is a team that has a lot of experience.
I don't know who are these guys. I just got to know them right now as I speak. I got to know them right now.
And at the top of the game.
And that's going to make this a really testy matchup, right? We kind of previewed it a little bit.
Sit little close to the camera. I'm pretty close to the camera. I cannot be closer.
These are two of the teams that we're highlighting as
Cannot be any
potentially
closer.
looking to make it out of
Holy,
the top
my
of this
biceps
group,
are...
one of the 2 slots available to continue in the tournament. I mentioned it.
I never play Ryan against you because I fucking face you on Dorado or I face you on fucking Gibraltar. How the fuck am I supposed to play Ryan? You went Zarya, I went Ryan. You went Zarya on fucking Dorado, I went Ryan. Otherwise I cannot play Ryan. There is no way I can play Ryan. What am I supposed to do? Like I have to be legit AFK on cart. On any other map, play whatever, I'll play Ryan. But on those 2 maps I cannot. Or on maybe Numbani first.
So this is a really crucial one. You have to be beating those other top teams.
It's 3 minimum. It's probably going to be 4 and 5 wins that will actually make it through, but 3 minimum to even be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the map.
The game decides that you will only be in my opponent team if the map is Dorado or the map is fucking
Again going to be
Gibraltar.
Sorry, not again. We didn't have Lijiang Tower before, but we are
No other map. Oh, also, by the way, it also happens on Numbani because you came on your alt on my game. Soul, whatever that account is. So I only face you on those shit maps.
Australia might, but we're not seeing Australia just yet. That will be a hidden trump card for them.
This is a brawl map. Everyone just goes hard brawl here.
I don't think New Zealand will go for it personally. Thailand, I will be honest in saying I don't know the roster well enough to be able to make an informed.
I was not 5 stacking.
We'll leave it open.
I was only playing with
Opinion.
there was no 5 stack. It was a 2 stack.
Nice.
I was stacking with Kuroneko, Ribbit.
Real fence. Appreciate that.
I was with Kuroneko.
If we're not going to see the Pharaohs,
DT just came into my game. He happened to be on my team. It was a 2 stack.
Same as what we saw, really. Maybe a little bit more of the Winston dive. But otherwise, same as what we already saw.
Again, Paraiso, another legendary map, by the way.
yeah. So Lucha
Paraiso, another legendary map, by the way. A huge map. Great map design, Paraiso, by the way.
Not guaranteed.
Very fun to play.
Maybe a bat, but I think
All the points are so fun to play.
support combination of the current
Cap.
So most teams will be running that.
Pixie on the mic. I really want to look up this guy.
I'm desperately fishing for like a McDonald's pun, but I just.
You think India has a chance this year?
Double time. Like when you mentioned like Queen, I'm like Royale. There's got to be something there.
Thing is,
surely,
guys.
right?
Circuit Royale.
Yeah, like
No.
so, like,
The
thing is, guys.
Am I just making things up?
it sounds like it would have been a thing. They talk about it in Pulp Fiction, don't they?
Thing is, guys, I'll just say one thing, guys. You know, I can support whatever team, whatever this, that, blah, blah, blah. Finland because it has cloudy, Malaysia because it has friends, Singapore because it has friends, right? Thing is, I belong to India, right? So wherever there is India, there is a chance. With India, you always have hope. Always have hope. And the thing is, win, tie or lose, we are Team India and back the Blues, guys. Always back the Blues. Always go ahead and do that. The 100% India has a chance. 100% India has a chance. Numbani is actually pretty good for Ryan. I know. I just swap Ryan after first point itself. I play Ryan on second, so I'm fine. Yeah, I play Ryan on third. I do. Fucking Kalban trash. He was playing. This Kalban guy was playing force stacking. This Kalban was force stacking yesterday against me. I was duo queuing with Dark Uchiha. Kalban and Jaco and everyone were like, they were force stacking against me on Numbani, by the way. What a fucking joke.
Who designed his McDonald's Wi-Fi gave out? Who designed the New Zealand like little flag tile there? Because I don't think they've ever seen a New Zealand flag or sports uniform. All right, real straight up.
Oh, wait till you see the Great Britain one.
It's a red, white, and blue, same colors as Australia, same colors as like 90% of the country. We even have a Union Jack on there, but we don't even compete under that 90% of the time. We use black with the silver fern motif, and sometimes we use that blue as well. You could have just done black and blue, totally fine. What on earth is that? They heard about the black and they're like, oh god, we use the flag colors, we've got to throw some black in there as well, and it's just a mess, an absolute mess.
Tell us how you really feel.
Throw my pen in protest.
Wait.
Like
Graphic design is my passion.
Wait.
Yeah, apparently. But I was going to say with the pause there and potential outage, Pixie, did you want to go restart the one router that you guys all share on that street?
No, we have a guy for that.
New Zealand? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
A guy.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm sure the wait won't be long.
There's the guy in the room with us right now. We actually have a sheep for that. I had a really fun conversation with an American a while ago, and I was just like catching up, and he goes,
I think this guy is going to get banned, bro, because we were strictly we could have all made fun of our logos. I'm not even kidding, bro.
I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, where do you keep your sheep? Like your 8 sheep? And I'm like, no.
We could have all made fun of our logos, but we chose to not. But this guy being a caster just makes fun.
Here's your citizenship and your 8 sheep. Like I have a basement that I gotta keep them in.
We were all talking about it on the World Cup Discord server. Like this is that. And this guy, like, we just kept it to ourselves. This guy just says it out on a World Cup stream, by the way.
I don't know how I feel about that.
What the fuck?
Identity as a nation. Between that and this godforsaken nation tile in this World Cup, I've got another.
Every game India wins, I give 1k INR for Team India snacks. To whom? Who do you give it to?
The top 1% of shepherds have 90% of the sheep. Yeah.
You send me, but I can't send it to the team if you send me. Anyway, I'll keep it. I'll buy myself something. I'll buy myself snacks. It's fine. I can't send it from here to there. You know that. There's too much taxes involved. For every 1k rupees, I have to pay 1k taxes. So it's fine. For every 1k, I need to spend another additional 1k for taxes. You just send me, I keep it. And I can use the money to, like when I actually make it to LAN, I use the money to feed them. ₹1000 का तो मैं आइसक्रीम खा लेता हूँ ब्रो तो चिल कर relax buddy for $1000 are legit my ice cream so it's definitely not my meals. 3 time is like a joke by the way. 1000 rupees are just my ice creams so chill out buddy. Chill out, yeah. I didn't know India had active OWC. It is pretty active. It's pretty active. Also about Valorant, fuck Valorant. Fuck that game. And thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Really do. Valorant is trash. Agreed. We'll just see a Tanay comment. Tanay comment coming, yeah. 300 रुपीज में एक मील नहीं आता ऐसा कह रहा है तो तेरे टियर 1 कोलकाता नेबरहुड के बाहर आ एक्चुअल प्राइस देख. Drops, I'm not sure if there are drops on YouTube. Any Clash of Clans enjoyers? I'm pretty sure you also don't enjoy that. मेरी आइसक्रीम 150 रुपए की आती भाई. वो भी एक में नहीं मन भरता. तीन चार नहीं खा लो तो मन नहीं भरता. So relax, buddy. Relax. India game tomorrow, Dank. Yes. India game tomorrow. Do like the stream. Yeah. Generally 150, but sometimes it's on sale and it's half price, so I enjoy both the times. Any TF2 enjoyers? Only OG players, OG Overwatch players remember TF2. Only OG Overwatch players remember TF2. I am a CS enjoyer. I only watch Valorant esports. Makes sense. 15 samosa. But the thing is, 15 samosa is kind of GG, no? 15 समोसे खा के क्या होगा? कैलोरी भी ज़्यादा है, प्रोटीन भी कम है, फैट ज़्यादा है, कार्ब्स भर के है. Protein ice creams are like, you get protein, no? You get just like full-fledged protein, less calories. Make wise decisions. If you are not into health and shit, then do whatever. Who cares? But if you're following something, then... If you're following... you can play Valorant on any setup, again, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares on where you play Valorant, why you play Valorant, how you play Valorant. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck that game. It's a rip-off of CS and fucking Overwatch. Everything. I don't care about it. Fuck that game. I don't enjoy it, so I don't care about it. Yeah, the thing is, like, not in higher levels, in any level it's a clusterfuck. It doesn't even look nice. Fucking 75 colored walls, smoke, everything looking the same but with different colors. What the fuck? They are legit running out of ideas to make new characters and new character design. Overwatch, on the other hand, have so many other character designs. They're still having new ideas for characters. How? Fucking they introduced Life Fever with so many abilities. I know the character is shit, but then they have so many, like, you have a petal when you can rise up, you have a life grip when you can pull people. Fucking Valorant, oh my god, new character, let's put a smoke. Woo, Shaktiman! Fuck that shit. New character, let's put a wall. Let's go, put a wall. What the fuck?
Well, Pixie, Avril, you guys ready for this?
Yep, welcome back to my pen as well, just in case I get riled up and need to throw it again. The players are never ready.
Things in the studio.
Because they weren't ready.
Oh, you're right,
So
I might
are they
damage
ready?
the one camera in the country if I'm not careful.
So this guy is pretty off the charts though. I low-key kind of starting to like him now. Because he's doing... I think he's
We have fiber to the door.
He's doing something that only the brave people do.
Countrywide. Even the rural, and we've got
Yeah, I'm the best tank in India, yeah.
internet.
Best tank in South Asia.
That is actually impressive.
Yeah.
Well, look,
I'm best tank South
ready.
Asia.
Let's head on
Yeah.
over to Lijiang Tower.
Yeah.
But don't move here, go to Australia instead. We're full. I like having 3 rows.
I took that advice.
You like Pixie when he was in Contenders?
You like
Didn't follow. Didn't follow Pixie when he was in... like Pixie was a player or like caster?
Can't complain.
Do you know good Zenyatas in South Asia?
New Zealand,
Good Zenyatas in only in South Asia
he'll roll it through. TP through the window.
or Southeast Asia?
Not quite.
South Asia, from India, there are a few players.
Awkward start.
Wall plays pretty decent Zenyatta.
Yeah, with Calburn and Highvish both down, Ace as well soon to follow. It was looking like
Reinhardt, Boog!
split situation, but able to get JCap around the side and sort of loop everyone in through the back.
Best Sombra in India,
Works a charm, getting
like Indian team or residing in India?
That situation, New Zealand were all over the place and Thailand failed to capitalize and they
Indian team, because a lot of like Indian players, like 6 players out of 7 are not residing in India.
great start. Now Calburn looking to brawl right on top of the
They are settled. 3 of them are settled. 4 of them are settled in the US,
pretty hot.
and 2 of them are settled in the UK, and 1 is settled in India.
the 17.
So when you say India, do you mean residing in India or?
Really nice pick by High Vision. Wonder if Pa will stop.
I think he chose not to take it.
Sim ult charge to justify this anymore. If they're gonna play for another TP strike, you can see the High Vision's already.
I'm one tricking Zen, one level the best Zen. True. If you're one tricking Zen, GG.
New Zealand kind of
If you're actually one tricking Zen, it's a very broken hero. Good luck.
TP early or
Yeah, they're faking TP, bro. I don't think they had it unbind.
instead.
Yeah, almost looked like they were trying to fake out or something bizarre like that. JCap gets slapped and anti-heal, but
He's getting the charge up from the shield, which is kind of good. Not bad, not bad.
Pale and High Vision already down as well. So really quick, brutal fights on both sides of it. Any team pushing
Already popping off, bro.
finding pretty quick conversion, and now New Zealand back in control once again.
It is an even fight till now. Pali has ult.
Bruto getting called there.
Alban has ult.
Backline in any case. First blood from New Zealand.
From South Asia, if you ask me, I think Wall is a good Zenyatta.
New Zealand
Southeast Asia, I know a few. Southeast Asia, I know a few. Really good Zenyatas.
TP for the
Whips is good Zenyatta.
sitting on Anna here. Anna
That guy is good Zenyatta. Wannabe Trish is good Zenyatta.
thanks for the brilliant pick on a color hex. Okay, that's
Rest and pepperoni. Is that Blizzard would
I mean, this entire Thailand team, like Pali and shit, they can play good Zenyatta.
trying to rotate backwards with that.
Like I meet them, like they're all in my ranked games all the time, so it's like whatever.
Roper don't play from New Zealand, wrap it around the side and charging back in.
Okay, New Zealand. Okay, chill out, New Zealand, chill out.
yeah, it starts badly, but New Zealand pull through again. Lose a player super quick, and now they've
Apex has SG server 2. No, yeah, it does, but Apex servers are literally dog water.
onto the Nano. I would have felt like Nano plus Narish at the same time. Is a
Apex servers are really dog water. It's not good.
concern here.
He lives. JCap lives. My man on Ryan lives.
Blizzard, but I don't know if they're going to be able to convert much. They find a Pudo. They didn't get to freeze up any tanks. Now they lost power as well. Ace has been.
He wanted to charge that Ram, but he went a bit greedy there.
JCap in trouble here. Wedged
He went a bit too greedy. He should have just backed off and not tried to take that route of charging the fucking
losing the fight. Back into one fight.
Ram. If he would have just gone into the point, he would have lived. But it's okay. I mean, he tried.
Looks like it's been a while since Collex has played defense. Is what I'm saying, right? He roll swap. Now he's roll swapping back.
So tomorrow, team will be playing from 3 different regions. No, they're all in Canada.
Did get the Blizzard through, but New Zealand couldn't capitalize.
He needs to run Ram greater than Ryan.
This is, I think, the
We'll see who wins.
part that would
We'll see who wins.
has held the ultimate for a while. It's a fake TP.
And then you pussy ass bitch, you shut the fuck up after that.
A few times doing a sort of dummy TP, and it's.
Only DT is in India, yeah. Because DT stays in India.
Again, the light wall is in, trying to isolate some members. JCap frozen up, though. It's a nice Blizzard from High Vision, and JCap's going to get dusted. That's going to be
Okay.
a bit of a non-starter for New Zealand. They use the window on that as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, motherfucker, Team India is in Canada now. They are boot camping in Canada.
One fight territory, but Thailand's
As we speak, they're all in Canada right now, yeah.
Well, Thailand's about to hit 90 here, and they have the better
Except for DT. Matrix is not there. Matrix had some
I think if
personal commitments, so he could not make it to the boot camp.
but this is where the sim is starting to be a little bit less value.
Holy my goat!
They tried to get aggressive with it. They end up paying off.
That is not my goat. That is not my goat.
Calburn up front and center. Yeah, and that's going to do it. The front
That is not my goat.
Calburn really
Thoughts on Junker Queen? Shit tank.
that one barreling forward. Is this going to be the stagger?
Oh my god.
Just getting onto the point for the sake of touching it. Needs to survive as well. They kind of need the sound barrier if they're going to have a bit of a
Holy! The goat! Progger OW from New Zealand.
there. Rest of the team now trying to touch. JCap's coming in. Carl Hicks on the side. JCap's already down low. Once again, Calburn with the nano boost keeping the point on lockdown. 99% Thailand comfortably picking off these members as they trickle in. Not going to be able to make it to the health pack. There is Color Hex. Not a single kill in response as Thailand collect the
Thoughts on Junker Queen is like legit shit tank.
over the way of Thailand.
It's a shit tank. It's a shittier version of Reinhardt. Let's be honest. They're also happy!
Nothing else came through from that. A push in from Thailand, string to
I think Ace looks the best.
annihilation in hand. No time remaining.
Unironically, Ace has the best camp.
Have to be a little bit concerned for New Zealand. Super scrappy. I mean, even yeah,
Just learn Ryan
first fight
and one dive character. That's it. Every other tank is GG.
out of position with the rest of their team. It was a super strange push on top of the point itself. Completely destroyed.
Learn to dive with one tank and learn Ryan. Like you can never learn Ryan. Like to be honest, it has a very high skill ceiling. But always try to keep learning. What about Ball? Good hero. Again, it's a dive hero, so you can learn Ball, or fucking. Jacob getting that kill. You can learn Ball, Monkey, or Diva. That will help you in rank, and then slowly try to expand your pool.
Barely surviving, Calburn as well barely surviving. That actually means no one's quite run away with the early fight. Thailand get the first movement onto the point, but you can see some isolated members, and New Zealand have regrouped. So captured Thailand, but the next fight about to begin. And
I am legit getting nervous watching this team. Like I'm legit getting nervous. Like for our own team. Like we play New Zealand day after tomorrow, boys. Same time. I'm going to stream it live from the lobby. Like I'll be in the lobby. I'll not be streaming a stream. I'll be in the lobby. I'll be in the lobby streaming Team India games. So make sure to watch. I'll be in the lobby live. Player POV.
They never really recovered that HP quickly enough. Ace tried his best. High Vision didn't have the blizzard for that fight. It only gets it as he dies. So a good turnaround from New Zealand. It's been scrapped.
OW needs more strats, yes.
A lot of the problems for New Zealand is those first stats.
Because OW is one of the only games that is not dependent on only aim. You can have pretty average aim and you can still be the best player in the world.
Across this bridge, they'll be crossing it straight into Coalescence.
They go for it.
Oh, it's a boop as well.
Manual hack onto Calburn.
You can have a pretty average aim and still be the best player in the fucking world.
As you noted, with that boop off the edge.
Okay, New Zealand popping.
Speaking of sound, the barrier to come out now, but not in time to save High Vision, whose Blizzard did not get what they needed. Calburn committing an ultimate while they're 2 members down. They really wanted JCap back. They do find him. The sound barrier wasn't quite there in time from Fenn. Has it now. It's been an EMP. Colorhex looking to follow it up with an F Blossom. They find the one that they needed. Another sound wave from Fenn to collect Ace. Really having to dig.
I'm actually nervous.
Go big on the ultimates, but it does pay off.
Dude, Valo, you have to be AFK for the entire game and then sit after you die. What strats do you need for clicking one head, bro? What strat? 3 people go B, 2 people go A. Okay, we made sound in A, let's go B. Fake, let's go B. What the fuck? I'm putting a smoke. Shaktiman! Bro, like, come on, bro. Let's not kid ourselves. Game is fucking trash.
So you're all right with the trade for Thailand, but we're running the bet at 90%.
Okay, New Zealand kind of rolling.
Dive in for this final fight.
If you play Ryan and you actually hold shield, then you will never get anywhere close to Masters, by the way. Try holding shield on Ryan in Overwatch 2. Try holding shield in Overwatch 2. You'll have fun. You'll have fun on Ryan. Just try and holding your shield. There is so much fun that you are going to have in the game.
She wrote the writing on the wall for it. New Zealand's looking to collect this one up. Hasn't quite confirmed it yet. Calburn low has the annihilation, channeling it, but is going to get dusted off anyway. Pally probably not going to get back in time, throwing out the...
I just hope my teammates are going to watch this game, right? I just hope my teammates are going to watch this game.
Confident in 100 to 90 that Thailand picked up in the first one, but still relatively even.
New Zealand popping? I mean, it's 1-1 now. It's 1-1 now. Thailand played well last match.
4v5 is not helping them out, but once New Zealand were in control, they actually had the point going for them. A much better turnaround, much more consistent fights. Thailand struggled to even...
J-Cap on Ryan, Calburn on fucking Ramatra. Boys. Now what happens, Sukasa? You bitch boy. You fucking stupid ass bitch boy. What happens now? Ace, I think, best. Don't you guys agree? Ace has the best camp.
Team Thailand in what is now starting to deliver as a close series, at least on the first map.
What happens now, Beach Boy? NZL lose now? Okay, we see.
High ground.
We see what happens.
New Zealand back on the Rhine. Calburn taking
We
the
see what happens.
J-Cap getting
If
right into the
if New Zealand win this, bro.
but the barrier, nope, he's down. It's trapped in the vortex. Did not have the immortality field in time from August. It's a 2-for-1 favoring Thailand. Third one to come across, and that'll be the opening cap going the way of Thailand once again.
If there's anything that New Zealand have struggled on, it has been these neutrals, and to be fair, on night market they still turn.
Okay, listen, you bitch boy. Listen.
Third pick of August so far.
Stop Pepe laughing. Listen.
Sort of noted the Lambo coming through in time to save J-Cap.
If motherfucking New Zealand win on Ryan, okay, you're going to gift me like 20 subs right now.
He is running away with ult charge so far on this map. In a defensive position to get.
Oh, they swapped Ryan, so no gifting subs. GK.
Just taking it
Oh, that bet is off.
Calburn really keeping the point on lockdown once again has been a thorn so far for New Zealand to get past, but when they are on top of it in the tank battle, they are absolutely tearing things up. A lot of low members. Finn's going to be the first one to go down. Pally, nice deployment of the immortality field, and there we go. Conversions coming.
J-Cap is not a good Ryan player. I would have rolled them 1v5.
From Pally, but will just be put in there for the insurance policy. All the health bars on New Zealand fairly low.
J-Cap, the only conclusion that I can draw from this is J-Cap is a shit Ryan player.
Lack the firepower there. Will be able
My Ryan better.
to take away the consolation prize of getting one.
He's actually shit.
Thailand that will help a little bit.
How die?
August is slowly trying to catch up.
How die?
So expecting fast ult charge on the Colt.
I don't think I'm clueless.
J-Cap far behind, unfortunately.
There is no way I'm clueless.
To be the blizzard out. They've isolated Calburn, but can they kill him? No. With the immortality field in play, they're not able to collect.
Yeah, I would have legit rolled them, yeah.
Out now from August.
No cap.
As is Finn. Still struggling.
No cap better than J-Cap.
Clock now high vision with his own blizzard. New Zealand. Oh, August is caught the blizzard.
Bro is still losing though. Bro is still losing on Ram.
So it's J-Cap and Pally that go down. Ace, Par, really even Stevens, but Thailand forcing New Zealand miles away from the fight. Sound out from the
Oh, he gets the barrier color X. Oh my god, has to be clutch.
fight. Looking to get a
Oh! Sandwiched.
and high vision head to head there, and we're still only just
Dude, the guy hit so many heads.
finally going down. Then low in trouble. August also in trouble. J-Cap is back, has that annihilation, trying to get the damage, trying to find something, rescue the fight maybe, goes down but finds the point cap.
Yeah, I told you, shit tank player.
More members, they collect par as well, and I think that's going to seal it here. Thailand will be able to recap unless Colorhex comes in with some kind of hero play, but those days feel a little bit long gone by now. 100 to 10 to be the final result here for Thailand.
What a play coming through at the back end. Thailand.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't actually matter.
3 versus 3. Apudo pops to the sound barrier. And I said they really wanted to fight for it, and Thailand had the option of backing out. They didn't
It wouldn't matter if J-Cap was on Ran or Ram. It's a he shit tank player.
reset, allow the cap to come through from New Zealand and just play through the remainder of the 99. But they went for the 3v3. Goes into an extended fight. Comes into a
Plays Ran for one game and gets POTG. Woo!
Thailand take away map 1.
Yes, and that means it will be New Zealand getting to do the map pick as we go into the second map. Well done to
Everyone has fucking G Pro, bro.
It was obviously some very
We don't
good
even
fights,
like
as you had mentioned.
India got G Pro so late.
Matt, those fights there, Avril, you mentioned they were quite fast. Both teams very quick turnarounds and very quick picks and trades.
But this game was close. Not gonna lie, this game was closer than expected.
Especially on night market round 1. I think things started to slow down a little bit more towards the end.
Guys, do tune in tomorrow. Team India play Malaysia.
And it was the kind of back and forth where the team that lost the previous fight would retake instantly and then be able to win the subsequent fight. But I think there were a few issues on the New Zealand side in terms of the instability.
Let me ask my Team India if they're watching this game.
Early picks on the neutral trades as well, especially when you look at Gardens. But they won that round, couldn't quite pull through and control center.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with map 2 of Thailand versus New Zealand. See you all soon.
You asked, we listened. The McFeast is back in all its beefy, salady, saucy glory. Value means more at Macca's, so grab a McFeast lunch deal now for only $5.95.
Wait, I'll go to Team India. Like, guys, I'll go to Team India VC. I'll go to Team India VC. I see Sham and Captain Crush sitting there. Let's listen to what they have to say. Thank you for stopping by, Ujjwal. We'll see what they have to say.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you, Shine?
I'm good. I'm on stream. No strats.
Don't worry.
Okay, not worrying. Are we watching the game?
Kinda. I mean, me and Shyam are playing ranked at the same time.
Oh,
I've got it up on my phone.
You're in ranked right now?
Yeah, we're just off rolling.
Ah, okay. I mean, definitely watch the game. They're pretty interesting and pretty close. Like both the
Yeah, I saw the first game. It was a bit funky. I
Yeah.
saw first map. It was really close.
What do you guys have to say about your next opponent, Malaysia?
We should be fine.
Should be fun, or it should be fun, or you should be fine.
We should be fine, and it will be fun.
It'll be fun both. So
Yeah.
the stream is gonna watch some really fun gameplays from you guys, right? Poke. What is
Good stuff
Sham?
cooking.
What is Sham guy doing? Sham guy
He is playing Baptiste right now.
has no mic, GJ.
Yeah, his mic's not working.
Did he give his mic to apps?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Where are the other boys?
I'm being so denoted.
Where are the other boys back home or what?
Yeah, so some of us stayed,
Oh.
and some are watching like the game from home.
Okay. Okay. Enjoy your rank, man. I think I'm watching this game and then I'm going off too. There's a couple of
Thank you,
maps
Baya.
left. You too. Take care, man. Bye bye.
You too.
Rashi says we should be fine. I'm pretty nervous, not gonna lie. I'm pretty nervous. I am pretty nervous. But we'll see what happens.
Welcome back, everyone. And if you have been watching, you'll know that Thailand has taken the first map against New Zealand, which was Lijiang Tower. So New Zealand will get to choose the second map here, and hopefully they'll pick something that will favor their team compositions. We have just been seeing a lot of Reinhardt being played, which I'm sure, Avril, you maybe have some comments about JCap picking the Reinhardt over Remarker here.
I've actually got some comments. He's not going to be playing it anymore because then I just walked down the road and knocked on his door and I said, don't play the Reinhardt again.
What the fuck?
It definitely
Collusion
seemed.
with teams.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's frowned upon heavily.
Unabashed bias. I was very clear about my stance at the top of the show. I'm not going back on my word now.
I think it's only viable on Lijiang anyway, and so beyond that, it's not really a hero pick that you would be able to really see.
Raj, go to Lucia. True.
Also, I just don't think New Zealand look very well practiced on the Rhine Cop in general. You could even see from the fact that we went to control center and JCap gave up on it pretty quickly and ended up unfortunately being behind an ult charge. At least August caught up because we are playing Moira, and that's what Moira gameplay looks like. Control center was a lot more concerning, I think, from the New Zealand POV.
Yeah, no, definitely. I completely agree with you. We did see JCap make that switch. It did put their
But
team
these
a little
games
bit
are pretty
behind,
close
and I
though.
think
I'm
that
not gonna
may
lie.
cause
The
them
games
that
are so
match, unfortunately.
stacked.
They did definitely put up good fights. There was a lot of really good trades there, but having that Reinhardt gameplay really just didn't help them out. And so hopefully JCap will make the switch, and we'll see what they're going to pick for map 2. I think we're still waiting on their decision.
Great cosplay from Ace. Great cosplay from Ace here, I just wanted to say.
The beautiful Widowmaker.
You talk about the JCap switch, by the way, and forget about switching heroes. They're actually just going to switch players. ODP is going to come in for JCap now for map number 2. And ODP has a more main tank focused hero pool outside of the off tanks. So that means we're definitely not going to anything like Circuit Royale. We're going to be potentially moving into a dive map, play a little bit of Winston. That would be my assumption. Otherwise, if we're just going to play Ram or maybe Queen or something else, you would have kept JCap in. Both ODP in particular, I think he was missing from the last season of Contenders, so he's had a bit of time off. Haven't seen him for a while. And
I have. I see him around all the time.
Yeah, just
Bump
on the
into
next
him
street
at the
over, right?
supermarket. Yeah.
What can you tell me about him?
Handsome, very handsome. Yeah.
Okay.
And generous, loyal.
Why are you selling him off?
Alrighty
more do
then,
you
well,
wanna
let's take let's take a look at the map that
What
New Zealand
the
has
fuck?
chosen, and they have picked
The fuck?
Numbani, a map that
Good
I
dive
did.
map.
A dive map, yeah, good dive map. A lot of high grounds. What do we expect to see here? Like, I always like to think there might be some diva plays here, but I'm not sure if diva's really the right choice. I just like the divas up on the high
Diva's good.
grounds.
Diva's good here, but you've swapped over to ODP, which means we're playing Winston. I don't know what Calvin's going to bring to the table here. Probably a Winston as well, given that well, actually, I don't know what his exact hero pool looks like.
I
so
do believe
I
that
won't comment
Rod
on that.
Tongue is a sub, and he has the Winston in his repertoire.
That's true, and I don't believe we have a substitution, so they're going to keep Calvin in, which means if Calvin is more leaning towards the off-tank side, it's going to be potentially a diva here, which I also think is pretty strong in the dives, but yeah, I think Numbani should be a pretty good dive map. We have not seen Numbani this entire year in Overwatch. In fact, we didn't see it last year either. This will be the World Cup, generally speaking. World Cup, generally speaking, would be the first time we've seen Numbani in Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Numbani has been picked. It's a nice surprise because, as you said, we haven't seen it a lot. And I think it'd be nice to see some dive comps being played because obviously we see a lot of Ramacho, we see a lot of those rush comps. So I think this will be fun to see a little bit of a different mix-up here from the teams. Yeah.
Numbani A, famously defensive-sided. Numbani as a map hasn't really changed.
We're going to get
I don't even think the map is... Hey?
Get a draw, and then New Zealand wins map 3, and then we go to map 4. Thoughts?
I mean, they could just win map 2 and 3, and you don't have to go to map 4. They could just win 2-1.
I'm not going to stop them if that's what they want to do, but I'm just saying, 4 maps, bang for your buck.
Well, they definitely do need to win this one. Obviously.
How confident are you on my team? I'm pretty confident. But I'm also very nervous. That comes with the that comes with the game, right? That comes with the game. Like that comes with the pressure comes. Like that's the fun part. But we have an advantage, right? We can see what other teams are playing. The only team that we are not, like we are actually seeing all the teams that we are facing about what they are running. So we have an advantage.
To double check, I think.
Yeah. So I am a bit
That's all
nervous.
good.
Yeah.
We're heading on over. Take it away, guys.
But at least we get to see what other teams are
I don't
playing
know what I'm supposed to get for dinner.
at certain situations.
Unbelievable.
So more of the water you've really been enjoying.
I've been honing that water.
Yeah.
It's that high quality.
I am nervous, but I am pretty confident as well.
Fresh off the glaciers, mate.
And there you go. There's one in addition to the map. That little Jeep. That wasn't there before. So in terms of map changes.
I'll be in the lobby tomorrow, guys. I'll be in the lobby tomorrow.
Legendary organic oil.
Always sunny in Numbani.
That would be interesting, having a rainy map.
Yeah, the comps. What's that?
Having like a rainy map.
There it is. It's Blizzard World that's currently raining.
Oh.
There you go. The more you know.
Busan is raining. Blizzard World is not raining right now.
Now you know. You're aware.
I got a question for you. I got a trivia question, an Overwatch trivia question, because they've still got the signs up here about Effie, who of course designed Orisa. Do you remember what her last name is?
I could just Google it, but I'm just going to be honest and say I don't know. I forgot.
If I'm recalling it correctly, it's Oladele.
Okay.
And if I remember that wrong,
believe you.
that's a real bad look
I'm
for
not
me.
even going to check. I'll just believe you.
Sick, love
Alex
that.
on the Echo. As I don't even remember, we really ever, even in the DPS days of Kalex, I don't really remember him playing too much of this hero, but here it comes out in any case. Ash on the defense, double poke.
First dive, directly on top of
break,
Pally.
so-
That's a big anti-heal and costs him his entire life.
I mean, you have to let your tracer set up on top, no, or not?
Pirate, I actually should have made you guess. What if I guess? What if that's a guess?
Why is your tracer not even on top and you're jumping?
Okay.
How does that shit work?
Prefer you didn't say that, but let's...
Your tracer is not even like set up on top and you're just jumping. What the fuck? Your tracer is low ground. Woo!
We'll take X down.
What a sniper. It gives Colorhex a lot of free reign here, actually. Obviously, they want to deal with high vision, but currently doing that. August is just...
Dude,
so
August, what the fuck is he doing?
really putting the trousers on for the team. And Thailand...
Ana Maker, by the way.
Way off the point. Calvin can't quite get back onto it because of that well-timed sleep. That's going to be New Zealand getting the cap. No draws.
Holy.
Actually, no, we can still
Otherwise,
draw.
have been
August, my bro popped off.
Pretty good retake opportunity, but no. No ultimates online at the moment. So about to head into, I believe it was like, what, the third fight? Par's nearly onto the pulse bomb. Still waiting for high vision to get this value on the Ash that we expect. A little bit of damage with the color hex. Trying to hunt to the back line, but still missing 9%.
Just wants that last little bit. Ooh, Apudo in trouble, gets bumped away. Par down to high vision, but they found Ace, so that's a reasonable trade. Now, Colorhex duplicating the Diva head-to-head there. Sleep on the Calvin. He's got the nano boost on him, but he's just coming up against Colorhex, who's keeping him entirely occupied. Not getting much mileage out of that. Not getting too much mileage out of the ultimate there either, Colorhex. And by ultimate there, I'm meaning the Echo ultimate, not the Diva ultimate, because he didn't get one. New Zealand, though, continuing to push.
Thailand yet to slow this down, still waiting for Ace and high vision to get these ultimates.
Ooh.
Great pick on the ODP, that'll be the start you need. New Zealand now likely have to back out.
Colorhex.
No frontal pressure.
Echo is I think very like a very suited character to a lot of comps. You can play Echo with sometimes you can actually play Echo with Brawl. Sometimes you can definitely play it with these Diva comps, Winston comps. I mean dive, but you know there are variations to dive. Echo suits a lot of them.
The only thing to look forward to for New Zealand and Thailand, you can afford to just be patient for now.
Also, time. You've got the clean air and beautiful environment to look forward to for New Zealand, but that's separate. ODP going ahead and popping the primal rage, getting very aggressive. Ace having to duplicate the Winston, immediately slept, immediately damaged down, not going to get a primal rage of his own. That's a reasonable start for New Zealand, but Thailand, rest of the ultimates they can dig deep on. The rally running for New Zealand, but it's the Bob first for high vision. Has now expired, if I'm not mistaken. Paley going to go ahead, throw out the nano boost. Not sure who that ended up on. It's on a Pudo of all people. They found ODP, so that's the first kill finally. Another one coming through on a Finn, but big usage of ultimates there for Thailand. They do stop New Zealand, but
they have nano though. New Zealand have nano.
I'd like to have seen them maybe hold the nano there, but keeping Apudo alive. I don't even think Apudo was maybe that under danger, at least not from my perspective. Possibly New Zealand actually managed to get on top of Apudo. Dealt with ODP pretty quickly, so that was gone. Big threats. Now we've cycled back over towards Nano. Into Kalix on the duplicate as well.
ODP, a little low.
You're going to have to Nano ODP here. He's too low.
No, goes and puts it on Colorhex, who does get the conversion onto Ace. They just trusted that ODP could survive the solo pressure there on from Calvin. Big sleep on to Colorhex. Forced way back. They're still trying to pressure forward.
It's got double made on the back line.
No extra kills.
Par has his he should stick the brig or not. What is he afraid of?
Scrap around this point.
Go and stick, bro.
For Thailand here. Gonna go ahead and
he had such a good chance of sticking the fucking brig, bro.
First gonna come out from Calvin. Finds August. Big beat there. Unfortunately, Colorhex will have a self-destruct. Fishing for something.
Oh my god! Big bomb. I thought at least two of them will die, bro.
Still keeping this point on lockdown, fighting against Team Megs, but they found ODP beforehand, and New Zealand getting repelled.
They have one fight. There is no way they don't cap second Numbani. Capping second Numbani is the easiest thing in the game right now. Everyone caps second Numbani. It's not even cancer. It's just like free. Numbani second is free as fuck.
Finding ultimates. Pulse bomb was a bit wide there.
Ace, a little low, but otherwise fine. Apudo with the rally, Finn also with the rally, and Nano boost again onto Apudo. I mean, at that point, that almost seems intentional.
Oh, ODP just
found
melts.
ODP, yeah. Not going to be able to get the cap here. August down as well. A little bit closer, but...
No, one more ult, one more nano and they win.
Product. 1 minute 15 on the clock for New Zealand, losing Par as well.
One more nano and they win. Your team, what team? Rank team? Dude, rank GG. Like, I cannot recall unless both of them have pushed like 3-3 and then it's like a overtime push in the next half. Except for that, I have never seen, like I have personally in the first push, I have never seen someone getting full held on second, or me never pushing second. Me full hold third. I have full held third for a lot of time. But I've never never second. Second is so free.
Par. Whew. Nearly one shot too many, gets topped off, fishing for something with the pulse bomb, wanted to fight a Pudo, doesn't quite run it into him. ODP has the nano boost at his back, getting aggressive on top of high vision, not converting any kills there, still has himself a primal rage, pulse bomb, Finn, low, Kalex, low.
What did he nano
He's
do?
in now, still hasn't popped the primal, what's the point? Really waiting until he himself is low, but he's immediately slept. Finn is down, they don't have that extra support of their back, Color Hex with the duplicate.
Motherfuckers are holding Numbani second. What the fuck?
They are struggling here, New Zealand, finally collecting some kills onto high vision out of Pudo. It felt like there was a real lack of gumption there on the New Zealand side, not willing to get aggressive and go and force the fight. Two reserved, two held back with those ultimates. They're constantly fighting on the back foot, and they're losing on the back foot as well. Gonna get held here unless Color X pulls off a miracle. Finds Calvin, that's the start of a miracle. Manual hack, he's still alive, has the supports in his back. Ace finds power though, so still very little support, but he's still alive. Finds high vision. August trying to come in, help him out a little bit. They find Ace as well. Color Hex, I've missed you dearly in DPS, but my God, my guy has still got the stuff.
Holy fuck!
Wow, he survived everything.
You know what's wrong with this fucking map? The defender spawn is in fucking Narnia. Again, the record remains. You cannot full hold second Numbani. It's like GG.
Thailand, where's the response?
You had second in rank yesterday, you?
Arthur Pally uses this now.
I have never done it.
I'm looking forward to the potential.
Myself, personal, like I have never been held. No, neither have I held.
They probably thought they had won that fight, and maybe got
Holy! Because the second defender spawn is in Narnia. Dude, it's like GG. There is so much convolutions. You cannot directly charge with Ryan. Dude, it's fucked. It's fucked.
And Finn goes down. They're playing so close to the chest once
Please
again.
have.
I'm not sure I understand it, but with all these members down, they get the DMAC on Calvin.
Woo! But they lost two though. Fucking lost two. Color X is hard carrying this team, bro. Color X is hard carrying. You ranked as easy? I don't think so.
Well, they got the player they were looking for.
I don't think so.
Many of the backside for it, unfortunately, as New Zealand will now, as you mentioned, down to the final moments, and it was a miracle for them to even get this far in the first place. You can perhaps argue that all of this distance is bonus.
Yep.
A coalescence to guide them through to the finish line, if they, well, not quite to the finish line, but as far as they can go.
One pulse bomb could shut it down, but it doesn't matter. August is already down and out for the Cal. Pulse bomb does go wide.
They should have sticked that to at least Ramatra. I don't know where he stuck it. I mean, it's a bad target, Ramatra, but still, he could have at least stuck it, no?
They don't prevent the remake, and you've still got Ace running interference on the back line. Color Hex now down par as well, and yeah, that's going to be the maximum distance here for New Zealand, unless again someone else. August and ODP with the double ultimates. Calvin's low, going to get D-Mex here. Ace is in trouble. Oh my goodness gracious, they're doing it again. Pulling one back from the brink. This time it's not Color Hex.
Holy fucking Kiwis popping off.
Come back in with a blizzard. How long indeed?
I mean, he's almost here. The blizzard is almost here, boys. I mean, he'll be here before their tank is. Like before fucking Carbon is.
Situation later on the defensive side, but for now, they have to win another fight. High vision skies. This is a risk. He's got to go for it.
On the Farron, nearly got shot out of the sky. Nano boost onto Calvin, but the blizzard is there as well. Gonna freeze him up. No, he's able to skirt around.
He should die. Calvin should die. Calvin should die.
Has a death blossom. They need to find a lot with it. Needs to maybe find target. Now they find Pally, and they're gonna pull it back from the brink. I never doubted you for a second. Go you beauties.
Like what, Cap? Feels like the entire last 2-3 minutes, probably closer to 2, was just clutch after clutch after clutch for Team New Zealand.
Arabs only play on Middle East. And high-low Arabs play on Europe.
Winnable for them. They come on through. Even that
you get connected to Middle East servers. That is why you find Arabs. And yes, they play a lot of Sarah and trash tanks like a Hog and Odisha.
Thailand still in a very likely position to hold. They're the
winnable. Winnable. I think we're going to see a 3-match series. Dude, after all, this is a fucking New Zealand map pick. New Zealand have picked this map. I mean, they have some idea.
That was a lot more than what you would expect given how rough B went. They look like they should have been held on B.
Yeah, that was by the seat of for New Zealand. And now on the defense.
No, it's not the Yazan effect. It's like the character is like semi-Arabic. Like she's from Egypt, I guess, like in the lore, but her like she's very close to the Arabic culture. So people want to play her more. I'm not saying because we are Indian, we will play a lot of Symmetra and shit. It is not like that, but we are very close to her. And Yazan made it like a home pick for them. And it's not just Yazan, LBDD, everyone, like most of the fucking Saudi teams play Farrakhan. The contender teams and shit. Everyone plays Farrakhan. And Yazan loses to other Arabic teams. Saudi teams. He like legit loses. He loses to LBDD. LBBD or whatever. LBBD7 or LBDD7. He loses to it. Like LBDD plays for Twisted Minds, he plays flying characters, and Yazan plays flying characters for Triple Esports. Yazan loses to them 100% of the times. So it's not just the Yazan effect, it's like, it is a cultural effect. I get it, but they started playing it and they discovered it that they are good at it and they made it their comfort picks. Oh no.
He's already looking good on the ultimate charge, and
Yazan is top 1 in every region. That is a bigger achievement than having top 10 accounts. Than having 8 accounts in top 10. Being rank 1 on every region is something that is commendable, and that too on ping. I'm not saying Yazan is bad. I have never said it once. Yazan is like the GOAT. But he loses all the time. He cannot win contenders with his team. Because another Saudi team wins it, which is called Twisted Minds. It's like 90% Saudi team. They also play Flyer, by the way. They play Flyer, LBBD7 plays Flyer in the team.
Somehow Ace managed to get his way back towards the team. Would have gone around the back side, I think towards Coast. Flying around the back. Gets par, and eventually the cap will come on through.
a lot of time on the board here for Thailand as well. New Zealand.
I mean, it became popular because of Yazan. Credit where it's due. It became popular because of that guy. So it's whatever. And then they slowly found out that they are good with that. Like it's the same thing with the cricket. Like Australians have always had better pacers than spinner. I know. They have had one occasional Shane Warne. I know that. Trust me. So they have a huge tracer player called UB. But most Saudi teams have better like Faraz and Flyers. Australia are always famous for their pacers, like fast bowlers, because their pitch suits fast bowlers. So the lower suits Saudi Arabia in some way or the other. So they try and relate to it. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. Who cares? They almost lost to Finland last day. Saudi almost lost to Finland last day with fucking Farah and Echo. They almost lost. Finland was just one fight away from winning. It was a very, very, very close to one. They're not unbeatable. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Saudi towards the final end of the tournament. Like final end of the qualifiers. I mean, they're going to win most of their games for sure, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, ODP disrupted the Kachuna Rush. You can see as soon as Kachuna Rush comes down, ODP Prime was on the back line.
Oh, New Zealand is kind of holding them.
And Finn, by the way, completely outplayed Ace there. Both of the jump attempts from Ace blocked out, whip shot away by Finn. That's part of the reason why you didn't see that Primal Rage coming on through, and Ace got nothing done in the duplicate. As well as then, as we already mentioned, the Kachuna Rush from Apudo got disrupted by
Pakistan is not in OWP.
Sneaky pulse bomb from Pa doesn't quite.
They were trash talking. Yeah, it's fine. It's a part of the game. I mean, trash talking is a part of the game. Don't take it to heart. Don't take trash talking to heart. They're all friends, by the way. I'm not even kidding. They're all friends. Yazan, Cloudy, they're all good friends from Overwatch 1 days. Dude, you were so close to ult. Like, I know he pressed the button and did not come off. I know what happened there. But what can do? Par, get it! Par! Boog! Par gets an important pick there, man. I think Par kind of carried that.
Now, looking for the kills, Colorhex back in the mix, as are all of the members of Team Thailand anyway. So it's a full 5v5. Primal Rage once again used aggressively. ODP very far forward.
Again, as I have said, guys, second point is like legit GG. You cannot full hold. If New Zealand full holds this, like they have all my respect.
a couple
Woo!
of targets. Par taking down the side.
There is so many angles, so many high grounds. It's complete
This
GG.
time Color Hex needs to be proactive, and is.
Ace ends up duplicating a break. Second rally is nice, but nope. Forced out of it immediately. That being said, Color Hex getting nothing but nothing done.
Cannot full hold
And
this.
now
There is
they
no
go
way.
down as well. And there ended the point B defense for New Zealand. As soon as that pick
Trash talking, don't take that. Again, trash talking, never take trash talking too hard. They're all friends. They just trash talk among themselves. If you watch their streams, you will know.
You have to play.
They trash talk when their games are on, and then they're always in good talking terms. So don't.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Thailand now coming through with double the amount of time. They did lose a lot. Thailand lost a lot of time onto B, but not enough, I think, to really threaten them just yet.
2 minutes 35. They have to at least hold them for 1 minute 35 or GG. If they don't hold them for 1 minute 35, GG.
Hex. Thailand coming through with a couple volts. Color Hex saved by the nano.
Ali has nano. Oh, GG. They're going to hold it for 1 minute. It is going under 1 minute for sure. Oh no, why nano? Why nano? I mean, you get a pick, but then.
Finn goes down. ODP still alive, but ineffectual in the fight while he's at low.
Oh, Ace gets two.
Ace is totally and utterly unchallenged.
Oh my god, what a nano.
2 minutes here, and it's a dire defense.
Guy looks like Yazan, the Thai
Still
Yazan.
missing at the moment. He's trying to buy a little bit of time away, pulling Thailand members off, but the payload's at the end. This is the final defense. New Zealand trying to come through. By the way, you have to try and make sure Thailand has less than a minute. Otherwise, we're looking at a draw-only scenario.
And they got nothing but a rally here. Finn's already down. Yeah, Calvin, the self-destruct creating some space. Color Hex already dead as well. No duplicate, no ultimates to play through. New Zealand struggling to get any pressure down. And yeah, we're going to be in a draw-only scenario for New Zealand. 1 minute 30 on the clock as Thailand look to complete the cap.
And you might be the only
Full
person
holdable,
to
though.
see a draw because you're sadistic, but that draw
20 more seconds. They could have capitalized on the kill on high vision, but the nano from fucking
Look
Poly.
at what we had at the end of the clock there, roughly about 130 left for Thailand. What was the difference? The 130 extra that Thailand had going into C.
Nano from fucking Poly, like it was kind of clutch.
Well, I mean, at this point,
Not even gonna lie, it was like 100% clutch.
New Zealand keep their hopes alive here. If that point A gets capped, that's it. 2-0, they're done. They start off with that L, and we talked about how difficult that's going to be to overcome with how tight this group is actually looking. So this is a real do-or-die moment more than ever before, and it feels like New Zealand are a little bit lost right now.
Oh, I mean, they're playing Thailand close. It's a competitive series, but you'd have to say New Zealand had to play through more clutch moments where an individual or a couple of players had to pull out something real special, claim and clutch a miracle. Thailand, it's been a lot more of tight gameplay, a little bit more seasoned, and I think it speaks to the fact that, again, it's predominantly made up of players from Kraken Esports who just won Contenders APAC, and yeah, they're players that are currently, after winning Contenders, at the top of the game and beyond World Cup, they'll also be playing in the AL Open as well, so
yeah,
Thailand fairly stacked coming into this event. New Zealand playing them close, but Thailand has the edge. Can Thailand edge out New Zealand a little bit more in just 1:28 to get a single tick? It's not guaranteed.
Certainly not. And the clutch potential has been there for New Zealand. This is where you need to see that clutch factor come through for them.
I would have gone Diva on defense. Not gonna lie.
ODP aggressive.
I would have gone Diva on defense.
Andy nade, but only a slowdown. That being said, 30 seconds off the clock. That's a third of the time gone.
Yep. 3 slowdowns like that and you've got it, so
Pars down.
Oh, Par
How?
Brutal. Calburn is anti-heal, but ODP is so low. They don't have any forward pressure. Remember, 1 tick. They can't back off too far here. Had to come in for a recontest, and Color Hex is dead again. How often do I find myself saying that? ODP just has to go for it. No choice but to touch. And there it is. Thailand absolutely steamed through. And they just look so much cleaner on the attacking half, clowning on those New Zealand DPSs. Who I will be having
New
words
Zealand
with.
will unfortunately not be able to get any maps here. They won a single round on Lijiang Tower. Color Hex having some good individual moments that we can see here. And our player of the game, and that'll be the silver lining as the journey into top 3 gets that much more difficult for Team New Zealand. As we said, you know, there's a strong possibility that maybe it ends up being a 3-horse race between Thailand, New Zealand, and Australia. And of that, only 2 teams.
They don't want to put it.
They
don't want to put a cam on their face.
I think New Zealand versus Australia could actually be the decider if New Zealand, you know, given that they've lost versus Thailand now, it will look more difficult.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Not every team is using
Thailand
cameras.
definitely showed that they're a really strong competitor.
Dude, in Overwatch you
in
cannot
this
cheat.
group
Like you
today.
find out in
That
1
was
second.
some very, very well played by them. However, I would like to point out that New Zealand really showed that they could work well under pressure. There were so many moments where they just absolutely clutched it up. When it was like down to the wire. It was literally the last couple of overtime seconds and we had ODP and Color Hex really just making some really clutch plays there. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for them though, and Thailand did just seem to perform a bit more cohesively as a team against them today.
Well, you can't rely on pure clutch factor to win you a consistent amount of maps. You'll get a fight or two. In this case, they got like 3 fights.
Yeah.
That were all seemingly fairly clutch, but can you win an entire map off the back of that one? And you see the difference where Thailand can actually, despite still, I think, struggling on B, play through with the extra 130, and that extra 130 is exactly the difference at the end of the day, given that they finished with 128 left.
The other thing I will say about that clutch factor, yeah, look, it's good to have it and it's really impressive, but you want to be using it because both teams are playing well and you have an X factor over the other team.
Okay, my thoughts.
Not because you're playing worse than the other team and are having to...
My thoughts on whatever happened.
Tank.
My thoughts on whatever happened today. I think Malaysia and Singapore was a close because Malaysia made it close. And I think there were instances where Vital and Whips were popping off on DPS. Nothing else was very eye-catching on that game except for Vital and Whips kind of popping off here and there. Malaysia made it close for no reason. They could have just steamrolled. And this game, this was closer than expected, but then Thailand always had that upper hand, like throughout. It was close, but it was not very close. It was close, but it was not very. It was close, but it was not very close. That's my final thought, guys. Yeah, teams in Overwatch, they don't have a strict rule. They do not have a strict rule.
First map, I'm pretty nervous, like a lot of shaking.
Yeah, well done. You guys have got a first win on the board. That's really well done. Congratulations. Avril Pixie, yeah.
Yeah, sure. That was a pretty clean 2-0. Who are you looking forward to as the strong competition in this bracket? Because
please say India or I'm going to fuck you up, Obuto.
You have to get top 2 to make it through the group stage. What's the difficulty of the bracket looking like for your team?
Communication. Sometimes we didn't like calmly in team fight. So if we can keep calm in a match, I think that's good for us. But it's pretty hard sometimes. Yeah.
And actually, Aputo, I had a question, speaking of communication, about that. Obviously, you bring a lot of seniority to this team. You're a real veteran player at this point. How is the shot calling being handled? Are you handling a lot of the shot calling with that experience you have, or what's the internal dynamic like there?
Only count ultimate and counter the core sometime. Yeah, but most of the time I let DPS and tank line call the team fight. Yeah.
Pretty simple guy.
Awesome.
I like him.
Thank you so much for your time. Like we will ask one more quick question. Your next matchup will actually be tomorrow against Australia. How are you and the team feeling about going up against them?
Ooh, I think they are the tough one in this group. I think we're ready to fight them, but I'm not 100% that we are better than them. I feel like they are better than us right now. Yeah.
Well,
oh my god, this guy is so humble.
If you're going to beat my country, you need to beat my country's rivals as well. That's only fair. Give them hell.
Well, look, I think it's been a fantastic match. You guys showed us that clearly Thailand can.
This guy has my heart,
and so I think you guys versus
this guy has my
is
heart.
be a fantastic match to watch. So we really look forward to it. And thank you so much for taking some time to chat with us after your match today.
Thank you.
I have to be a follower for 1 month. Fuck this.
All right, and you heard there from Aputo.
That guy is so humble. That guy is so humble. Like, bro. Oh my god, I am so happy. Like, that was such a clean interview. He couldn't get one question as to which other teams are more powerful or which teams are a threat.
Both with wins on the board, Singapore and New Zealand, unfortunately, both with losses. What a strong start to.
Thailand should be on top because Malaysia have lost a map. What the fuck? It's not the leaderboard. Thailand should be on 1 and Malaysia should be on number 2. Dude, come on, Blizzard. You cannot be this dumb. What the fuck?
Their first day with any sort of softballs at all.
It's actually so nice. Humility is good. Humble. Everyone is like legit writing it. I really appreciate it, man. I really do. Like these kind of things really have my heart. Like I like legit. These things have my heart for real, for real. Anyway, final thoughts. Like they are all like these games were closer than expected. Like it will not going to be a steamroll. It is going to be a tough road for everyone. We'll see what happens. Yeah? He has no enemies for real, for real. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Come back tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to be in the lobby and I'm going to follow the game live. But I'll be on a 3-minute delay. I don't know if you can call it live. But I'll be in the stream watching it with the players while they're playing it. Yeah, because you wish I was a nice guy. Well, nice plugin though. Humble nice guy. Nice plugin of your IGN. Anyway. Thank you guys. I'll leave you with it. Good games today. Malaysia won, but it was closer than expected. Thailand won. It was closer than expected. I mean, either one could have won in either games. But in the Thailand game, Thailand had an upper hand for the most of it. But it's okay. Whatever. We'll come back tomorrow and root for Team India, guys. Tomorrow, same time, Team India. Okay, 2 hours from now, like 2 hours earlier from now, Team India games will start. Whatever time it is at wherever you are, 2 hours before this, right? It's 1:30 AM in India, so 11:30 AM the game. We'll see you tomorrow and hope Team India wins. I will DM you all the gossip. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I didn't have sleep, I'll go sleep. I wanted to go to gym, let's see what happens. If I get an hour of sleep, I'll go to gym, otherwise GG. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Love you guys. Bye-bye.